There we go. We can just actually switch to the screen. How's it look? I mean, I know how it looks. How's it sound? That's what I was trying to figure out. Are we sounding okay? Are we too loud, too quiet? The game too loud, too quiet? Nate said it's been going so. Got some sinus thing going on? Bruh, I feel it, though. I feel like everybody, including myself, has been, like, sick and gross and stuff lately, you know what I mean? I don't know, mine started forever ago, so I expect that it's more or less done at this point. But it just, I don't know. Like, I feel fine, my nose, man. Which it probably doesn't help that there's a lot of stuff going on at, like, my workplace right now. So it's just a total freaking mess there. So I'm sure that's probably a large part of why my nose is so crappy. But still, it's just been, like, crazy. Anyways, we are going to, real quick, just because as I was in here, I saw there's, like, I updated everything, so there's, like, new stuff and whatnot. But mostly what I'm curious about... I mean, we can just do fit, that's fine. How do these different modes look? So normal... Okay, so that just adds, like, little tiny lines to it, which honestly looks fine. I'm worried mostly about, like, how it looks on Twitch. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here, because it can, like, you know, be weird. Do we like the green, or do we like the gray? I think, personally, I kind of feel the green. The light gives it, like, a blue hue. Then we got a CRT mode, which, in person, looks pretty decent, but on stream could end up being a little compressed. We got LCD, which honestly isn't terrible either. Reflective color LCD, backlit color LCD, pinball neon matrix. Obviously, that's what we're gonna go with. No, vacuum fluorescent. Yeah, let's just try original original GB DMG. Oh, that like zooms it in though. Why does that zoom it in? Mode settings, size. Oh, it's like it doesn't have a fit mode on that screen type for some reason. Weird. So it's only the normal that has a fit option? The rest of them can't be scaled. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just do normal then. Actually, you know what? I don't know why we're doing it that way anyways. We can also just, like, go through it like this. It makes it a lot easier to see, like, what the different options are without that menu kind of in the way. Oh, I held the button too long and it disconnected my controller. So the shortcuts, you gotta, like, hold the menu button. I'm using a PlayStation 4 controller. So you hold, like, the home button, and then you press left and right to go through the different modes here. And, of course, the PlayStation 4 controller turns off after you hold a button for so long. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just go with original. Like, that makes the most sense, right? Just seeing, like, what all the different buttons do, if anything's changed. Since the last time I played, it seems more or less the same. I don't know why my screen just went black. Hello? Okay. Let's, okay, well, quick game. I don't know what just happened there. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, handheld. For anybody who's not aware, I'm playing on the Analog Pocket. I don't know. I don't think it matters really that much, or I don't think it will matter that much, at least. There is the... Oh, geez, what's it called? There is, like, the Super Game Boy Core that I have. That one, honestly, would probably be, like, the best option, quote-unquote. But whatever. This one should be fine. Yeah, let's just go with normal. Then we can get, like, whatever colors that it has we can get and stuff. Because, like, there's a little bit of color here and all that. Like, it should be good. Okay, so what are we doing? We're gonna be doing a living dex. Thank you for feeding, Bo. Appreciate you. I have to figure out how this works. I'm struggling. Don't mind me. Okay, so we're going to be doing a living dex, which we had started to do before, but when we did it before, we had... Oh, breed. Whatever. My bad. Whenever we did it before, we were doing it as like a bit of a challenge run. I think I decided I'd rather just have it be more chill. And between that and the fact that it's been so long since we've played, I figured screw it, we'll just start over and we'll just do a normal living dex over time, slowly. And then at some point soon, maybe I will play through Pokemon Crystal. Because once I play through Pokemon Crystal, whether it's on stream or my alone time, whatever, once we do that, then we can also do a Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke, which is something that I want to do. And then if we want, we can then go on to do a living dex on that one, etc., etc., etc. But anyways, yeah, I just want to do a living dex. I've always wanted to do one. And I figured, screw the challenge stuff. This is just gonna be chill, for fun. Let's collect some Pokemon. I am playing the Yellow Legacy version, so it's just Pokemon Yellow, but Smith Plays and his team overhauled it, like, massively. And, yeah, just added, like, a bunch of quality of life stuff, made some things harder, made some moves better, just revamped the game. But other than that, it's the same game. Like, they didn't make it into a whole new game. They just revamped it, added a bunch of quality of life stuff, all that BS. You can look into it if you like. It's Pokemon Yellow Legacy is the name of it. They also have Crystal Legacy and Emerald Legacy. And I think they may have just recently announced they're doing another one. I wanted to say Platinum Legacy, the next one in the series, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Doesn't really matter that much at the moment. You can check out Smith Plays for that, or Reddit, or whatever. One of the things they added, one of the many things, was the ability to be a girl, so screw it, we're gonna be a girl, and, I don't know, I kinda like Leaf. Leaf is a fun name. We're Leaf now. Right, so your name is Leaf. Sure. I don't see a problem with that. Oh, actually, I do have one small problem with that. Nah, fuck it, it doesn't matter. I keep a, so I use my save files to create, like, my own version of Pokemon Home, Pokemon Bank, whatever you want to call it. And, I just realized the original trainer ID is going to be Leaf now for all of these. Pokemon as part of, like, this living dex, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. Okay, if we're called Leaf, then he needs to be called Fire's Dumb. I was thinking, like, Leaf Green, Fire Red, you know, the remasters there, the remakes, whatever. But Fire just sounds dumb for his name. Do we just go with Gary, the classic? Nate Fedbo, there you go, man. Give him some tacos. Bro, so I had those tacos, like, here last week or whatever, not too long ago, and then I went to work a day or two later, and they were doing tacos at work, like, for the employees. So I just, like, doubled up the tacos. It was a good time, though. I'm not complaining. Monster has a new flavor, red, white, blue, Raz. I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. I still don't drink, though, like, energy drinks. They just, I think it'd be a little too much for me. Also, on the TV today, we got Scooby-Doo X Courage playing back there on the CRT. Hell yeah. Blue Gary John. Let's just do Gary, I guess. Whatever. We're unoriginal. That's fine. I remember my own grandson's name now. It's Gary, of course. Professor Oak, man, your mind's going. You need to just, retire already. Chill a little bit. Bruh doesn't even know what's going on. And here we go. It's just Pokemon. We're playing the SNES. It's time to go. Okay. No, most of the game, though, I don't remember a ton. It's been a while since we've played Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow just in general, but it's been even longer, or maybe even about the same amount of time. I don't know. It's been a while since we've played. The order file will be erased to save. Yep, that's fine. We are now locked in. It's been a long time since I've played Yellow Legacy as well, so I don't remember what kind of changes there are or anything. And yeah. Right, all kids leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. We do have fast forward. I don't know how much use we'll make of that, but whatever. Raising Pokemon 2, like my new running shoes. I can get to Viridian Mart in record time. I can't run to Cinnabar Island, but I can see it from here. Is someone surfing on a Rhydon? Wait, did they give Rhydon the ability to surf in this? Or maybe Rhydon always had that ability, I don't know. A new backpack can store triple the items! That was one of the like, changes that they made, for sure. That the item bag here is much, much larger. That's one of the many quality of life changes that they made. Let's go ahead and set our settings as well before we forget. We'll leave animation on for now, at least. But that may or may not stay that way. And we'll change sound to earphones so we get that, like, fancy stereo sound, my dudes. Let's go ahead and save again, just so I don't forget. Oh, quick save, if you didn't notice. Look at that. It saves so quick. What was the ad? A very questionable one. What? Oh. They're little inappropriate dudes. Not inappropriate in, like, a... They're little KKK members. Literally. I mean, that's at least what they look like. I don't know if that's what they're meant to look like. Or if they're meant to be, like, questionable wizards or something. But those just straight up look like little KKK members. AliExpress be on some shit, dude. That's wild. Okay. I guess to start with, we're probably not going to do, like, a whole lot different from if we were just playing Pokemon. That was another thing I was thinking. I mean, we could, like, spend a long time trying to catch everything as quickly as possible and all that. We definitely could do that. But, money is very hard to come by in Pokemon Yellow, at least in the early game. I don't know, I can't remember the full changelog for Pokemon Legacy. But originally in Red, Green, Blue, Yellow, there was no way to re-challenge trainers until you got to the Elite Four. And then with the Elite Four, you could re-challenge them as many times as you wanted, and that's where you could get, like, you know, infinite money from, whatever. Other than using glitches and stuff, that was pretty much the only way. So, in order to get, like, all the Pokeballs we'll need and stuff, we're probably gonna have to get to the end anyways. And of course, with the Living Dex, we need a copy of every single Mon, not just the, like, one from each evolutionary line. Like, we're gonna have to eventually get Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Pikachu, Raichu, etc. Like, we're gonna have to have all of them in our box at the same time. So we're gonna need a lot of Pokeballs. Because we're gonna, 151, I guess, it's more or less. Not quite, obviously, because, like, this one we get for free, etc. But, like, yeah. We're gonna need a lot of Pokeballs. That's gonna take a lot of money. We're gonna miss a lot, of course. Blah, 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 blah. So I think, to start with, we'll probably just more or less play the game, and then go from there. I plan on doing more or less everything on stream for it as well. But if I ever decide to do anything off stream, it will literally just be, like, grinding levels. If something evolves, my plan, I can't promise I won't miss it, but my plan is to try and cancel the evolution. That way, we can do all of, like, the important stuff on stream, but we'll probably do more or less everything on here. I've been in, like, a real Pokemon mood. That's one of the reasons why I really wanted to do the Living Dex and this and all that. But as much as I'm, like, in a real Pokemon mood, I have a million other freaking games that I'm playing, just kind of in general. So I really don't need to be playing Pokemon just in my free time as well right now. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes, though. Things like that could change a little bit. To be determined, I guess. Here's our Pikachu. I have no idea if he's good, if he's bad. Isn't there... I think there's a way, right? If we hold, like, select and circle? Maybe it's select and stats? Yeah, so I don't remember exactly what that shows us, but that shows us, like, how many... Oh, God. Gen 1 works different. They don't have EV IVs the same way as later Gen does. That was another one of the quality of life changes, though, is there is a way to actually view those hidden stats that they have. I just don't remember 100% like what's what, nor do I fully remember how EV/IVs work in Pokemon Yellow, Green, Blue, Red, etc. It was what, Generation 4? 3 or 4, I think, whenever they switched over to the modern system. We're gonna try and murder this Eevee real quick, of course. I really like Eevee. I don't want to murder Eevee, but we can't let Gary beat us like this, you know what I mean? We gotta kick his ass. There's just no other choice. Although, so far, we're pretty even. It would be really nice if you did, like, a tail whip or something. He said no. Oh my god, and he got a crit. What a dick. We do outspeed. Hopefully this is enough to kill. I don't feel like wasting the potion. Hopefully this is enough, though. Okay, it got us there. We got a crit anyways on the last hit. Let's go. Survived with that 1 XP. Another thing I think they fixed, in Red, Green, Blue, Yellow originally, if you got multiple levels at the end of one fight, so like if I had went from level 5 to 9 or something, the moves that you would have learned at 6, 7, and 8 disappear, just gone. Because it just instantly jumps you from 5 to 9. It skips all those other levels. I think that's another thing they fixed here. What unbelievable, I picked the wrong Pokemon, shut up. But no, yeah, so just a lot of cool little fixes and stuff like that. If anybody feels like going back to Red, Green, Blue, stuff like that, while I obviously haven't finished this ROM hack, I highly suggest it as far as these classic games go. I don't know, is it exactly the same as the original experience of Pokemon Yellow? No, but it's close enough. That was kind of like part of what they were going for, and in my opinion, it's from what I've played and what I've seen, it's a really good version of it. There are a lot of other options. There's like pure RGB, which is something that I did look at as maybe a possibility instead of Legacy here. But ultimately, I already had Legacy. I followed Legacy a lot more closely than I did like the Pure or Shin or whatever, so I decided to just go with this one. I did briefly consider there are also just ROM hacks out there that all they do is give you the ability to catch every Pokemon in one game without having to like trade between versions and stuff. I did also briefly consider grabbing one of those versions and doing that instead, but obviously, ultimately, this is what I decided on. It's terrible but great at the same time. Express be tripping with its ads. Bruh, it's the same for all of them, I feel like. Like, AliExpress, however the hell you pronounce it. Temu just has some wild fucking stuff sometimes. Like, I feel like all of them. It's probably a marketing ploy of its own, right? Like, they throw it in there, like, wild ads, whether they think it'll ever sell or not, just so that people talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like to me. That's my assumption. 121, 100, 127, 95. Okay, that feels like too much of a jump for it to be... I don't know, man. Is it... Start and... 13, 5, 3, 14. See, that seems a little more reasonable. I can't remember what those numbers are. One of them is like EVs or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. We don't need to worry too much about EV/IVs, that sort of stuff. I just wish I could remember which is which. I do remember vaguely how it works in Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. Is they, instead of having like EVs and then IVs, there is like the ability that a Pokemon is born with. I believe that is still a thing in the game, but then instead of earning a predetermined value from every Pokemon to 1 or maybe 2 stats, like say you get 1 extra point in speed and 1 extra point in attack or whatever, instead I think you just get all of the Pokemon who you defeat's base stats added to whatever they call it in this game. And then for every so many points you have in that, your own stats go up by 1. It's something along those lines. It's honestly a system that kind of makes sense. But at the end of the day, I think it wasn't... Every Pokemon ended up being a little too similar with it, maybe? Something like that. Because with the newer system, you can only have a maximum amount of those points. With this one, I think you can technically get every stat to whatever its maximum bonus is. Obviously, you can't max every... Yeah, stat experience, that's what it's called in this one. When a Pokemon battles, it gains EXP. This EXP gives it increased stats that enemy trainers don't have. A Pokemon trained from level 5 to 50 could have the stats of an opponent at level 60. Oh, okay. Apparently we're going into a battle. But yeah, so that's... I didn't realize they were gonna at least briefly mention that here in the game. But yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so as you use a Pokemon, as you knock things out with it, that goes up, which raises your own personal level or stats higher and higher. But I think if you use one Pokemon enough, eventually everything will max out for its bonus, whereas compared to the newer system, every Pokemon, unless you're specifically like aiming to train it in a certain way, is gonna end up being a little bit different, because you'll get 30 points in, I almost said strength, D&D on the brain. You'll end up getting 30 points in speed, 50 points in health, 20 points in special, etc., until you hit that maximum of 255 or whatever it is. Did they make the Pokemon Center faster? I feel like they didn't. I think it's the same. Thank you, Pokemon are fighting fit. I'm gonna take this pretty slow and talk to like everybody and everything, just because I'm always curious about what changes there have been made to the game. You never know, like any one of these people could have some sort of item or an actual useful hint or anything, you know what I mean? There shouldn't be anything in our box. We took it out at the house there. I would also love... Pokeballs at your waist. You have Pokemon. It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere. We'll do more exploring here after we run back down to Oak. How about that? But yeah, I would love to figure out some about how to make like my own ROM hack as well. Not that I plan on making anything of this level or anything like that, but just to make some small tweaks that I personally would find fun. I think... Oh, wait, hold on. You want to know about Pokemon growth potential? That's called diversity value, DV. So it's DV and stat experience. So SE and DV are what they're called in this game, or DV for short. A DV can range from 0 to 15, with the higher being better. DVs reflect the traits of an individual Pokemon. The DV value determines stat variation. At level 100, the difference between a 0 and 15 DV would be 30 stat points. I wouldn't worry about it too much, but you can check via the stats page. Simply hold start and then press A on stats in the Pokemon menu. Okay, so that means our Pikachu kinda sucks. So, because I'm holding start, I press A, go to stats, yeah. So, our attack and our special are good, I guess, because 15 is the max, right? But our defense and speed suck. If 7, 8 is the average, then we have 2 like really above average and 2 way below average stats there. But okay, so that also lets us know that's our DV, so the other one must be our stat experience or whatever the hell they want to call it. And yeah, the whole reason why it maxes out at 15, but then when you're level 100, if you have 15 in your DV, right, is weird. It's because they consider the Pokemon, like, I don't know. I don't know, like, what to call it, but essentially, the calculations go off of level 50 Pokemon instead of off of level 100 Pokemon. So, at 15, you know, max DV, your Pokemon has an extra 15 stat points at level 50. But then obviously you can double that all the way up to 100, and yeah. I'm not sure why they did that. I don't know. I highly doubt they had any sort of competitive ideas way back when they were making red, blue, and yellow for the first time, or red and green, I guess, if we're talking about like the original versions. So I doubt it was for anything like that. My best guess, and this is purely unfounded, is just maybe when they were originally coming up with how all of the math should work, they had planned on having like a level 50 cap, and then they later changed that to be a level 100 cap. That's my absolute best guess, but I have no freaking clue if that's true or not. I 100% am just guessing on it. How's my old Pokemon? It seems to be liking you a lot, bro. You literally caught it about 5 minutes before we took it from you. You have something for me. Delivered Oak's parcel. Here you go, man. Ramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Yeah. Getting our Pokedex. There's been some major upgrades to the Pokedex as well, which should make finding all of the Pokemon for us to catch a lot easier. I don't remember 100% how it works, but there should be something in there that makes it easier for us to tell like where the habitat of all of the Pokemon are. So if we go to Pikachu, Pidgey, whatever comes up first, yeah, the area here. So that's all of the places we can find Pidgey, Rattata, which I think the area thing may have been in here before, but I think it's been made better, or maybe they've just been given like more areas or whatever. But the real cool thing, the major change is they have the move. So there's the learn set, the level up moves. We can see that in game now without having to like look it up online or whatever. And then it's also the compatible TM-HM moves, which I do love that they gave Pikachu the ability to fly and surf and do all of that stuff. Because, of course, like in the intro scene, it shows Pikachu surfing. It might even show him like on the balloons flying. I think it does, right? So just neat little thing there that they did. And you could actually get a surfing Pikachu from importing a Pikachu into Pokemon Coliseum and then using your imported Pikachu to beat Pokemon Coliseum. I believe that's how it worked. I did it a long time ago. I just don't remember particularly well now. But I'm pretty sure that's what you had to do. And then you actually could teach your Pikachu to surf. And if you brought it back to Pokemon Yellow at that point, you could then go to a house on the shore of, if we go to items, to the shore of, which one was it? I don't remember. Was it Fuchsia? It must have been Fuchsia, right? Like right outside of Fuchsia. If you went there with your Mon, then you could actually play a little mini game, a surfing Pikachu mini game, and that's the only way, like, officially to do it, is by getting your Pikachu to know surf through Pokemon Coliseum, and then from there going down to that area and just, yeah, surfing it up, man, because no other surfing Pokemon is capable of doing that mini game. And it was just a really neat, fun little Easter egg when I was younger. You know, being able to do something like that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do it was really cool. And I like that they included stuff like that in the game. I don't know if they really put that much thought into it, or if it was just like, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. But, like, it's just neat having little things like that. I feel like not a ton of games did that, especially back then. And, honestly, I feel like there's even less of that sort of stuff in Pokemon now. Oh, shit. Okay. Take this and fish. Leaf received an old rod. Hell yeah. This is why we're talking to everybody that we're seeing. I completely forgot that the fishing rod was moved into the first town like this. But yeah, and then I was watching a video the other day, another thing that I was gonna mention, and it was about Pokemon. I thought there was a way to register key items now. Like a key item? Maybe I'm mistaken though. Maybe that's not something that was put in here. Maybe it's just like top item. That would make sense, right? But anyways, one of the things, whenever Pokemon Red and Green first came out in Japan, apparently like it sold well enough, but it didn't sell amazingly. And one of the things that, like, I wouldn't say saved, but really made the difference for the game was that I could have swore there was like a key item thing, was the inclusion of Mew. Basically, like, one of the creators of the game, last moment, as they were like getting ready to finish up the game, realized that there was a little bit extra space. That little bit extra space was basically just enough to include one more Pokemon, so he quickly threw together Mew as a Pokemon, and he put it in there as like a secret 151st Pokemon with no official way to get it or anything like that. And then there were some rumors, of course, that came out and whatnot about this secret Pokemon, and that started to spread around, and that drew up some interest. But then at some point, for some reason, they put in a magazine, like they officially announced Mew, the secret Pokemon, and what you could do to get it. Like, you could come to this place and just, I don't know, like, it just drew up a bunch of extra interest in the game that hadn't been there before. Just all these rumors and secrets, and trying to figure it out for yourself and find this mythical secret in the game and all that. And again, I just think it's one of those just really neat things that you don't get to see in games all that much these days, especially now with data mining and all that being such a big thing. It's even harder to have like actual secrets in a game, you know? Like, anybody who does try to do it, it seems like they just they get found out and then spread all over the internet, and then it's just, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody knows about it at that point. So, just really neat that that's one of the things that kind of, quote-unquote, saved Pokemon and turned it into the giant franchise that it is now. I want to heal up Pikachu all of the way, get him up to max health, because I'm assuming they didn't change the glitch, I guess, to get Pikachu to love you. You can see right now he's, like, very basic feeling about us. But if we go to item, potion, use Pikachu, it doesn't have any effect. But if we do this just a bunch of times, assuming they didn't fix it, then each time we use this potion on Pikachu, it should raise his friendship value with us, even though it's not actually doing anything. Like, the potion isn't being used up, Pikachu's health isn't changing, anything like that. But the check to increase the friendship value happens before the check to see if it's actually, like, valid using the potion or not. So doing this 50 times, 100 times, some shit like that, should get Pikachu more or less max friendship with us. Ow. I hit my knee. Not that that's gonna matter a whole lot right now. But there are some instances where having a high friendship with Pikachu is beneficial in this game. So I just want to see if it's gonna work. We can grind it out more later if we need to. But look at that. He's got a heart. He's happy. He's excited to see us. It's a good time. So yeah, no, that still seems to be in there. That's helpful. What do we want to do? We're going to want to go and fight Gary. We're going to want to catch some things. Let's go ahead and just start filling out our roster a little bit real quick, I guess. Let's get us maybe a Rattata, we'll try and catch any new Pokemon, of course, that come up that we haven't already caught, but we're not gonna worry a ton about it, about like collecting absolutely everything right now. But we definitely want either Pidgey or Spearow. That did a lot less than I thought it would. Like, I didn't expect that to kill him or anything, but I thought it would do more than nothing. No, it didn't do anything. When I saw crit pop up, you know, I thought it would get him down into red more or less, but it definitely did not. I don't suppose Select does anything here? No. Okay. Well, maybe we do want Pokeballs near the top. Initially, I was thinking as we're going through the bag, scrolling all the way down to potions and stuff is going to be annoying. So we should have Pokeballs near the bottom and potions and stuff near the top. But actually, I think I'd probably rather have it the other way around, now that I had to scroll through to get the Pokeball there. Pidgey, the tiny bird. Very docile. If attacked, it will often kick up sand to protect itself rather than fight back. We will not do nicknames right now. Sorry, I'm boring. So we got Pidgey. We can see you. Those are your stats. They're a thing. Which one do we want to use, though? Spearow or Pidgey? At least they gave Pidgey... I think... Shit, I guess I don't know. I was gonna say, at least they gave Pidgey a flying-type move. But now that I think about it, Gust may or may not be flying-type. It could be just a normal-type move. Although I feel like that's probably one of the changes they would have made. Turning it into a flying-type instead of normal-type move. Apparently all we can come across is Pidgeys anyways. So that's fun. I mean, hey, at least we'll grind out some levels before we have to go into that Gary fight here. Quick attack. We can also just check real quick, I guess. See what it is. Can we check moves? Oh god, we might not even be able to check moves, actually. Now that I think about it. Stats. Yeah, it doesn't tell us. And Select's not going to be any different, right? Yeah, no. Shit, I don't know. I don't know what type of move that is. Will it tell us in their move decks, I guess? If we find Pidgey here, and then go to move. No, it doesn't tell us what type of move it is here either. I mean, fair. They have very little room for text and all of that to show us. But damn, for some reason I thought it did. Instead of grinding too much with Pikachu alone, I'm going to heal real quick. That way we can put Pidgey out there in front and start getting a little bit of levels on him, a little bit of XP on him as well. Because I think we'll probably end up using Pidgey instead of Spearow. I don't know off the top of my head which one's actually better or anything. But that just, I don't know. I like Pidgey better, I think. Playing AC Shadows? Hell yeah. How's it going, man? I've never actually played AC Shadows. I'm sure it's come up on stream a good handful of times, but there's a lot of Assassin's Creed games that I haven't got around to playing. That I do want to eventually, I just haven't yet. Assassin's Creed 1, replaying Assassin's Creed 1 that is, has kind of ruined my will to play most Assassin's Creed games. Okay, we'll have overworld items first still, I think. No. Yeah, there shouldn't be that many overworld items. And then we'll do healing, or Pokeballs and then healing items. Does that seem good? I think that's good. Pokeball! Getting this level 2 Rattata up to level 7 is probably going to be a bitch, but has to be done. I mean, it doesn't have to be. We could just ignore it, but no. Will chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, it is certain that 40 more live in the area. So what I'm hearing is we need to grind here until we kill 41 Rattata, and then we completely wipe out the population. No more rats in Pallet Town. Sounds like a good thing to me, right? Watch this one be level 5. Nope, level 2. I was fully expecting to catch the crappy little level 2 and then instantly have a level 5 pop up. Although with that said, I have no idea what the level cap of Pidgey in this area is. Or like level range, whatever. I wonder if they changed EXP share at all, or if it still works exactly the same as it did in the original Pokemon Yellow. EXP share in Pokemon Yellow originally, I'm not going to say not worth it at all, like, I'm not going to say useless, but because of how much text popped up with it, it was more of a pain using it than it was just grinding out your Pokemon individually, I feel like, or just doing, like, swap training or something, which is probably what we're going to go ahead and do with Rattata now. And with that said, we'll probably go ahead and just go into the next area as well. We can try and find what would have been there originally, like a Mankey, a Nidoran, Nidorino, no, Nidoran, male, female, maybe. That's probably more or less it, other than the birds. But if we could get one of those, that would be pretty cool. Specifically, having a Mankey would be nice, just to get some variety in our team nice and early here. Nidoran's pretty decent early on, just for the poison immunity. Okay, there we go. We got a Nidoran male. Well, okay, we don't have it yet. We have the opportunity of getting a Nidoran male. We'll throw out Pidgey. It's good, you've enjoyed it so far. You're still in the lower level gameplay-wise, but you've explored a good bit, and both playable characters are fun. I didn't even know there was 2 playable characters, so that's pretty cool. Are they, like, 2 entirely different stories, or do you just, like, swap between them back and forth as you play, or how does that work? Oh, and of course, we have the old rod. We can go fishing now. And I'm fairly certain you can catch more than just Magikarp with the basic level rod. So that's another thing we can do. That'll give us a water type, most likely, which will be excellent for Brock's gym, actually. So cool. Definitely want to remember to do that. Its large ears are always kept upright. If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. Give a nickname to Nidoran. Nope, we do not. I might set up something to track what Pokemon we have as well. Like, probably just a spreadsheet. You guys know me at this point. That's what I do with everything. Spreadsheet galore. But I don't know. I haven't decided if I wanna deal with that. Maybe that's something we'll just deal with later. I guess we have the Pokedex, right? Well, no, because the Pokedex won't tell us if we have a living version of it currently. It'll only tell us if we've ever owned one. Which, I mean, I guess completing the Pokedex is like the first step to a living dex. But it's not quite the same. Kinda need to know if we have one currently, like, in our party or in our box or whatever. There we go, Nidoran female. I also don't know which one of these we want to go with for the long run. If we want to have, assuming we keep one in our party for a while, don't know if we want to go with the Nidoqueen or the Nidoking. I think last time, whenever we did the Nuzlocke, I think we used Nidoking for quite a while. So maybe this time we go with the Nidoqueen, use Nidoran female. I'm assuming the two are very similar to each other. I don't think there would be, like, huge stat changes or anything between them. Nidoran female was caught. New data added to Pokedex. We got a mild-mannered Pokemon that does not like to fight. Beware, its small horns secrete venom. Okay, those are all of the Pokemon I know for sure, or thought for sure would be out there. Although I'm fairly certain there's a Mankey, or would be a Mankey. I won't bet too much time on it. We'll probably still end up grinding over there, but in the meantime, let's get, or attempt to get, the last Mon for our team. Well, maybe not last mon, but we know we want a water type. So let's see if we can get something decent. Okay, Goldine's not bad. That should give us a, at some level, that should give us a water move. Let's throw Pikachu out. I'm assuming Thunder Shock won't insta-kill, just based off of our experience with Pidgey, but if it does, we can just fish up for more, I guess. Okay, it does insta-kill. Good to know. Well, that's fine. Next time, we'll just have to use Pidgey instead. Not Pokemon. Item. Old Rod. Use. Ooh, and I would love to get... Did we use a Beedrill last time whenever we did the Nuzlocke? I don't know. Beedrill's kind of neat. I'm kind of tempted to go for a Beedrill in the Viridian Forest, assuming it's accessible to us. What Weedle is accessible to us. If not, Caterpie would be perfectly fine. And of course, long run, I'm super tempted to go with Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle as like 4 of our 5. Ooh, Poliwag would be cool. I would gladly take you instead of Goldeen. Honestly, like, either one really is fine. I just want a water type. Instant crit on the double slap, though. Can you not? Oh my god. Bro. We're... Oh no! I freaking hit the B button. I meant to hit yes. I was just skipping through text. Gosh darn it. Okay, it's fine. Whatever. We still... Water types are apparently going to be the death of us here. The double slaps and stuff like that. Man, I remember having so many problems with those moves in our Nuzlocke run that we did. And traditionally, like, aren't those moves supposed to be kind of crap? But for whatever reason, they really screw us over a lot. There's the Ninja, I'm not going to try and pronounce, and the Samurai Yasuke. You play Yasuke for the first, like, 10 minutes, then you play as the other one for the first chapter. At that point, Yasuke joins you. You can swap between, as far as I can tell. They have quests that dedicated to them personally, but the overall story is shared. Okay. That makes sense. That's fun, though. It gives you more variety and things to do, I suppose, right? Little bits of story and quests that are unique to each one, but otherwise being able to play just whichever character you personally prefer. Throw down some gusts. Get him weakened a little bit. I don't trust a third gust, because if we crit, he's dead. And I'm tired of them dying on us. Just want a water type, damn it. It shouldn't be that hard. Okay, we got Goldeen. I'm gonna try once or twice since we still have to grind anyways. I'm gonna try once or twice to see if we can get a Poliwag, whatever. And if we do, cool, I think I'd prefer that one to Goldeen, but if we don't, then that's fine as well. When it's time for them to lay eggs, they can be seen swimming up rivers and falls in large groups. We will not give a name. Oh god. Can't blame them for it, but I do really wish that they would have somehow made the PC better. I was just thinking, like, we've almost caught enough now for Mon to start going to the PC, and then I remembered how shit the PC system is in the older games here. It really wasn't until I feel like Ruby Sapphire. Wasn't really until like Gen 3 that the PC really became decent to interact with. There may have been some changes in Gold, Silver, Crystal. I feel like there probably was, but I don't remember. I was waiting for that to murder us again. We probably should have sand attacked, actually. We might just die to this again, to this double slap. Okay, we somehow survived. It's kind of a miracle. Do we just throw the ball? Just pray? Screw it. Because otherwise Pidgey's just gonna die, so let's just see if we get lucky. Hey, look at that, man. Easy stuff. The direction of the spiral on the belly differs by area. It is more adept at swimming than walking. I probably would be too if I spent most of my life in water. How do you pronounce that name? You keep typing it, but are you able to, like, spell it phonetically? Because I'm really confused. Not, like, confused, but is it Naoe? 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 Because, like, looking at it, that's what I would think. But I have no idea. Noodle, thank you for the 10 bits. I appreciate it. What was I doing? No, I need to go back in there. I want to take out Poliwag, throw in Goldeen and Nidoran male. Yes, okay. Someone's PC. We want to... Oh, God, there's like no good way. Oh, was it 20? I didn't count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, it's probably 20. I didn't count at all. I thought it said 10 whenever it popped up. But I was more focused on the game. My bad. Thank you for the 20 bits. Appreciate you. I may, honest to God, anytime I need to do major adjustments to the PC box, I might just use PK Hex without changing any of them on themselves, of course. But I'm pretty sure PK Hex I can actually move Pokemon around and whatnot. I might just do that instead. Assuming it's fully compatible with Pokemon Yellow Legacy. I believe it is, as long as you don't mess with any of the items. I think the only time it becomes a problem is whenever you start messing with the items in the game. I'm pretty sure moving Pokemon around and stuff doesn't cause any problems, but something about like the code they use to triple your backpack size, I think just fucks up PK Hex's ability to mess with it. Although that was also, you know, the version of PK Hex that I tried a year ago or whatever. That could be completely different now. Alright, we still need to get... I'd like to have everybody around 6 before we fight the next battle with Gary. So, a little bit more grinding here, I suppose. And there's the Mankey. Okay, so... we got Pidgey, Nidoran, Pikachu, Rattata, Poliwag. Mankey would be 6. But I am really tempted to get a Weedle and try and go for a Beedrill. Okay, Pikachu will probably be fine to Thundershock here. I mean, we don't need to worry about it right now, but I think that we're going to assume that's kind of the direction we're going. I do know Bug Pokemon, or I'm pretty sure Bug Pokemon were given a pretty big boost in this ROM hack. So that's nice. I also know that the poison psychic interaction has been fixed. One of the people in Professor Oak's lab was talking about that, and I just remember that being one of the things that Smith Plays talked about in his like videos and stuff. So Bug Pokemon have been made a little bit more reasonable, but their poison type moves they can learn are not nearly as like broken as they may have been once upon a time. At the same time, like, yeah, they got both nerfed and boosted at the same time. Chocobo, hello, sir. How goes it, my guy? You heading to work tonight? I'm assuming you work. I cannot and probably never will remember anybody's schedule. I can't even remember my own half the time, let alone somebody else's. Sadly, yeah. I mean, I figured as much. Hopefully it's not too bad of a night for you. It seemed pretty chill. I stopped in earlier, and just for a minute, and it seemed pretty chill then, so hopefully, you know, it's not too bad. Does Pikachu still love us? He does. I love the little sound clips that they included in the game. I do wonder, like, how much memory that had to eat up, just including those. Even with as low quality and everything they are, you know, when you consider how small Game Boy games actually are, just in terms of, like, raw file size, it had to be a decent chunk of it. Okay. If we're shooting for roughly 7, we can go ahead and start getting Pidgey up. Or not start, but continue getting Pidgey up. We could probably leave out Pikachu for a little while. Yeah, honestly, I have no idea what our final, like, goal team is gonna be for playing through the game normally. Most likely Pikachu. Well, definitely Pikachu. It's Pokemon Yellow, you know? We gotta have our little buddy following us around. But most likely Pikachu... Or, fuck. Pikachu for sure, and then most likely the Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur lines. And then... What other two do we want? Instantly, ones that pop up in my head are like Lapras, you know? But Lapras, we don't really need another water type. Gyarados, of course, comes up. We don't really need another water type there. Although Gyarados is really good. Snorlax, of course, is always like a personal favorite of mine. Very tempted to go that route, but Snorlax, of course, was used heavily in... Did not mean to murder you, but apparently we're going to crit everything we want to catch. Snorlax was used heavily, though, in our Nuzlocke that we did. So I don't know if I want to go that route again. Oh, you know what? Honestly, oh, we got to be in battle to move moves around. Onyx got a bunch of buffs, I think. So maybe we could do Onyx. And then... For our last type, what do we want, though? Although, Onyx doesn't even have an evolution or anything, so I don't know. Maybe we'll skip him, even though he did get a bunch of buffs. Maybe we just skip him anyways. Trade evolutions are now built into the game, I'm pretty sure. So we could consider something like, what, Golem, Haunter, and... I had a third one in my head. Abra. We could consider one of them, and Alakazam would be pretty cool. If we're able to get one of those relatively easily, then that's not a terrible choice. We could just go like full out, grab a legendary or two, but no. Especially because one of the legendaries, of course, is electric. We're gonna use Pikachu as our main electric, so that's unnecessary. Another one's fire. We're gonna be using Charmander, so like, you know, don't need that. And then, so it's like, yeah, there's Articuno, I guess, with the ice type, which could be good, but, yeah, isn't Articuno the last one that you get? No, Moltres is the last one you get, isn't it? Yeah, because Zapdos, I think you can get first in the power plant, and then Articuno, I think, is on the island down below, like, where, like, Cinnabar is across from there or whatever, so... I mean, we could, but something about using legendaries is just, yeah. Last 3 minutes, you've kicked 2 cats off the table. Just gonna have to keep at it, I guess. Saw a new emoji in your thing? What's the emoji? It's not popping up on Twitch for some reason. So I cannot see what it is. Copy? Paste. It literally just copies and pastes it. Is it an onion? I don't know why, it kind of looks like an onion to me, but Twitch doesn't recognize it. It's showing up in, like, the text on, like, Twitch itself. It's just not being shown on screen properly at all. And regardless, I'm not positive what it is. Like I said, my best guess is a onion, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's get Nidoran up to a level to where they can at least fight for themselves. It's not an onion. Then what is it? Because It just looks like a ball with some lines on it. Is it garlic? I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. Definitely switch these. Tackle. For you, it's showing a bug-eye goofy type face. See, on my computer, it's just a white circle with some lines. There's no face at all on the computer or on Twitch itself. There's no face at all. It's literally, like I said, just freaking a white circle with some darker lines going down the right half of it. I wonder what's it meant to be? No clue. That was a crit. Okay, but we've had our defense lowered 1,000,000 times. And they may have fixed that bug. I'm not sure. Okay, he used Leer again anyway, so it's fine. In original Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, Yellow, when you have, say, your defense lowered 1,000,000 times, and then you get hit with a crit, it doesn't actually calculate all the lower defense stuff that you got going on. It just does, like, the base crit rate. So sometimes you can actually take more damage with a normal attack than you would from an actual crit, which is weird, but, you know, that's just old games. If you get a Jigglypuff, name her Jelly. I didn't plan on naming things for this run. I was just going to leave everything their normal names. But I guess if we have any pick a name things, we will go with them, because that should still be open on Twitch to pick names, right? So we can do that at least, I suppose. I'll just have to try and remember which ones we're doing. But yeah, like I see there's a Tom for Meowth in there. There's a Twizzler for Bellsprout from forever ago. So yeah, there's definitely a couple of them in there. I'm pretty sure I still have rewards enabled. I don't think I've disabled them all. Also, again, with the crits are just destroying every Pokemon that I want to try and catch thing. That's cool. Pidgey's up to level 7 though. Yay! Gosh darn it. Okay, we still have Poliwag. We're gonna try and get Poliwag up, and then Rattata needs a little bit more. So we still have a few more chances to catch a freaking Mankey. Did we end up getting a Fearow? Or Spearow? We did not. Okay, we failed on the Spearow. Feel like Nidorann's just gonna die. We'll give it a go, see what happens. He did not instantly die. Let's go. I also didn't see how much damage we took from that, though. Do we just throw a ball? How many do we have? We only have 4. We don't really have the balls or the money to waste, so I guess not. I don't believe there's any downside in this generation to a Pokemon feigning. Of course, in the newer generations, there's friendship for all Mon, not just for Pikachu. And friendship can actually have a pretty large effect on how things work out for you. 6, okay. We should be fine for one more double slap as long as it doesn't kill. Okay, should be good. So yeah, so we don't need to worry about it too much in this one. It feels bad letting our Pokemon faint, but it shouldn't actually be a big deal. We just have to go to the Pokemon Center to heal them up or whatever. Which, whatever. Honestly, our team right now is so low on health, we were probably going to have to run back there anyways. Inept at flying high, however, it can fly around very fast to protect its territory. Very neat. I wonder if these are all like the original descriptions. I don't remember. Or if they've changed them. Okay, I don't actually want the Spearow. It's just, we have Pidgey. I've kind of already settled on Pidgey being our main dude. Which actually brings up an idea for our long-term Mon. We could give Fly to Pikachu, so we don't have to have something that's capable of flying. But I am kind of tempted to not give Pikachu Fly. I don't want to turn him into an HM slave, even though he could be one, or mule, or whatever. So maybe keeping something like a Pidgey wouldn't be bad. Seeing that whole thing about Rhydon using Surf kind of makes me want to get a Rhydon at some point. Spearow. Yeah, Spearow goes away. Deposit. Honestly, for our last two, we'll probably just be like, this is the cool thing I want to use right now, and we'll just use it. Maybe we'll... Well, Charizard, I'm sure, can learn Fly in this one, right? Charizard has to be able to, and that wouldn't be a terrible move for him. But, yeah. The only downside of, like, constantly switching out the last two with whatever the current quote-unquote coolest Pokemon is that, we're gonna have to give the HMs, even the ones that we don't want to give out, to our main team. But that's not that bad. I mean, Surf is honestly a pretty good move, so, like, don't mind giving that to somebody. Strength isn't terrible. It's fine. Fly? Fly, like, from what I remember, is relatively strong. The only downside is it's a 2-turn move, so... 1, it makes things take a little bit longer, and then 2, excuse me, it wasn't, like, the strongest move, but, like, I don't know, whatever. Fly's not bad. The only downside with Fly, I guess, and Strength, like, I just don't see how it fits on the team all that well, outside of it, like, not being terrible for Charizard. But really, we're thinking so far ahead right now that it's just, it's whatever. Really, right now, what we should be focusing on is just getting through the grinding sesh and getting to that point. We could, like, fast forward. I just, it gets too quiet. We need background noise whenever, whenever fast forward is going on. I could turn on fast forward sound. That is a thing. But we figured out before, whenever we were doing the Nuzlocke, that the fast forward sound kinda sucks. You always make Krabby your mule. You name him H. Emmett. I like it. I like the name. And that works well. I have no idea the earliest Krabby we can get in this version of the game. What other ones do we actually need? Because there's Surf. Fly's not necessary, but very good to have. We're gonna want it. Strength. Fly. That's it for what we actually need in Gen 1, right? So that's not, like, terrible. Can Rattata take on this Spearow? Maybe. I'm assuming Krabby can't learn Fly. But, oh, that was a crit. We might have to swap out. Crit right back. And we do outspeed. Attack fell, which sucks, but... Oh, okay, we must either match on speed, or I'm just crazy, one or the other. Because I don't think we use any sort of priority moves. Rock Smash is not a thing yet, I'm pretty sure. At least not for, like, HM. It could have possibly have been a move that existed. I can't remember for sure. But I'm at least fairly certain that it's not a required move. I think it's literally just Strength and Surf are the only two required ones. And the rest of them are all optional. Dig would be pretty decent to have to get out of caves and stuff like that. Once we get Fly, Teleport's pretty much useless, so I'm not too worried about Teleport. So yeah, it's really just those four then, right? Dig, Fly, Strength, Surf. Mankey, again, okay. We got this. Just don't freaking murder it this time. Stop critting the Mankey. Okay, and I like to have my stab moves at the top. And then my status moves at the bottom. So let's go ahead and let's try a Poison Sting. Let's see what it does. That wasn't terrible. Okay, another one. Scared of all this defense lowering that's going on, but hopefully we just throw this ball right here and it's done. Hell yeah. Okay, so that's the final one for our current team that we're going to be using. The Pig Monkey. Okay, I mean, literal. Okay. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. Nope. No name. And he was what, level 5? 6? 5. I think we're going to be doing a little bit more unintentional grinding just by going through Viridian Forest. So I think we're good enough to go ahead and take on Gary at this point. Get us a nice quick heal, run back over, try to take him out, see how it goes. Ugh. Hope to see you again. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but I never understood that line. Like, on the one hand, somebody who works retail, I totally understand it. It's just the thing that you say, whatever. But on the other hand, it's like, it'd be like going to the doctor's sick, broken, dying at the hospital, doctor, whatever. And then them being like, well, it was good to see you. Hope to see you back soon. That's kind of... Really? Why would you wish that upon me? That seems kind of rude. I'm tempted to run from the Spearow just so we don't take another crit, because apparently that's all this thing knows how to do. But no, we'll swap into Pikachu real quick. Hopefully take him out with 1 or 2 Thunder Shocks. Cool, he started with Growl. We probably won't get the instant, like the 1 hit from Thunder Shock, but we can at least try. Oh, bro, let's go. Okay. Level up Pikachu is where it's at. And now we can take on Gary. This seems like an area there should be a hidden item, but apparently there's not. Guess we could have saved before he came up here. I guess it doesn't really matter. The only downside is that we'd be losing money, which again, money's gonna be a big thing, but not really something we'll have to worry about too much until the end game, I don't think. You're at level 9 already. Holy shit. Okay. A bit higher than I expected, but considering we start with Pikachu, it should be fine. 2 hits with Thunder Shock, I'm assuming. 1 if we crit, even better. So what is Eevee gonna be at? Is Eevee level 9, level 8? Let's switch just to try and get some XP on something else. Do you guys have, like... I thought it would let me see the Mon. I didn't know it was just instantly gonna switch. Thought we were gonna click it and then click switch. I wanted to go to stats. I wanted to see what moves he had. I couldn't remember. Yeah, screw it, whatever. Tackle it up, or not tackle, scratch it up. Instant crit on Mankey, we love it. And that tiniest little smidge of damage that we did there. You're gonna die, let's just do... Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, cool. We'll lower your defense until we're dead here. Maybe, unless it gets annoying, which it's looking like you're gonna be super annoying. Why are you just sand attacking the hell out of us now? Bro, you could instantly kill us with anything. Okay, Tail Whip, sure. You literally did 15 points of damage in 1 hit. I have 4 health points left. And you're just gonna Tail Whip and sand attack me now? Are you just showing off? What are you doing? Okay. I'm going to attribute it to Gen 1. Gen 1 jank. That's what we're gonna call this. There it is, finally. when he used Sand Attack, it gave me the idea of we could throw out our own Pidgey and try to Sand Attack him a couple of times to save us from the pain and suffering this Eevee can bring upon us. Gust is flying type. Good to know that was changed. So I'm fairly certain it wasn't always flying type. I think in the original game it was actually just normal type, which made Pidgey significantly worse in the early game. Of course, his own Sand Attack hit us. And Tail Whip. Are you just immune to Sand Attack? Is that what's going on, Eevee? Okay, that's like 4. That has to be a decent enough amount. Sadly, we did also get Sand Attacked ourselves, but... And he hit through the Sand Attack. You're kind of a bitch, Eevee. I just want you to know that. Let's try Poliwag. Because if he misses enough, then Poliwag could get the kill technically on his own. Oh my god, and then you Sand Attacked through it? Or Sand Attack. Yeah, I'm sorry. Words, they don't work well for me. You could have hit one more time. That's all you needed. Watch us miss. We didn't. Thank God. Bye-bye, Eevee. Good to know ya. Oh, did we just go from 5 to 7? Maybe they didn't fix the bug where you skip levels. Or maybe they fixed it and it just doesn't show it. Like, maybe you still get the moves in between. We'll have to, we'll load up Poliwag real quick. In the Pokedex and see its learn set. See if it learns Mist at level 6 or level 7. Not Pokemon, Pokedex. Poliwag, where are you? There you are. Moves. Mist is level 6. Okay, yeah. We jumped from 5 to 7. We still got Mist. So they at least fixed the bug. It just still shows as if you jump straight through it. Also of note, though, we're going to want to try and hit level 9 to 13 before we go into Brock. Just so we can have an actual water-type move to go against him. I don't believe they've added anything here. Not that we can check all that well, because second wall. Such a bitch the way they laid that out there. But this is all fine. We can heal up and head up north. Get ourselves into maybe even through Viridian Forest. Hopefully through Viridian Forest. If we're lucky. No, we'll get through it. I'm fairly certain. I do not hope to see you again, Nurse Joy. I hope all of my Pokemon live peacefully, never get hurt again. I don't want to see how to catch a Pokemon, mister. I really don't need to. If you see I have a Pokedex, then you can probably see that I have many a Pokemon already. I understand how it works. Looks like you don't know what you're doing anyways. Apparently, if you hold start while pressing A on stats, you can check to see a Pokemon's growth potential. Is that what they call the other one? I've run out of Pokeballs, too. I have to get some at Pokemon Mart. Or wait, no. There can't be growth potential, stat experience, and differential value? I don't know, whatever. Maybe stat experience? I don't know. I'm done. I'm done trying to figure it out. I don't remember how Gen 1 works well enough to try and piece it together. I think you can cut things now just by clicking on them. Like, without going into the bag, which another big bonus of Pokemon Yellow Legacy here. No, actually, Mankey's the lowest. Let's get you at the top. Let's get you started, my guy. They wouldn't have put anything new here compared to the routes before this, right? Oh. Never mind, they would. We got a Vulpix. That's cool. Not very good for Brock or Misty. But I like you more than I like Mankey. And I like you more than I like Rattata. Rattata. Maybe we take Vulpix in place of Rattata. I think, yeah. Okay, I like it. And then once we get Charmander, then we can just swap it out. But in the meantime, at least, we get crit and we die. Do not press circle. Or circle? Do not press B. Yes, next Pokemon. Poliwag, because you'll be resistant and we don't need... Oh no, we should have switched to Pikachu. He has Thunder Wave. Could have made him easier to catch. Oh well, hopefully one Pokeball will be enough. Hell yeah, let's go. Vulpix was caught. Okay. Well, that changes things. I didn't expect to find a Vulpix here. Vulpix, the fox Pokemon. Both its fur and its tails are beautiful. As it grows, the tails split and form more tails. Nope. No names for Vulpix that I can think of. Let's head back down, I guess, get rid of Rattata, and throw Vulpix into our party. That should at least be helpful getting through Viridian Forest if we have any trouble, because I see that it knows Ember already. So being able to have that fire move should be really good. I wonder if that's why they put it there? Oh, you're a bitch. Dude just walked right in our way. We will deposit Rattata. And then upgrade on the level too. That means less grinding. Helpful. About Vulpix. Can I... Is it like... Nope, that's screenshot. Nope. Resume. Is there... Oh. I thought there would be... There has to be, right? a button for... Since I'm playing on the Analog Pocket, there should be the ability to make save states. Although maybe the specific core I'm using doesn't support it. I didn't look into this core that much. No, because I think it's the same core we were using before, right? Bruh, fuck if I remember. Oh, we forgot to heal after we pulled Vulpix out of the box. Darn it. You know what? It's fine. We can at least get into Viridian Forest, maybe. And then go from there. Okay, level 5. We were pretty close, I feel like, with Mankey last time to taking out Vulpix, so hopefully this one can take it out. Maybe. Nope. Crit again. Okay. Vulpix hates us. Understood. Pokemon, let's switch to Poliwag. You should at least be resistant to Ember. And we can just double slap it up. Mist just resets stat changes, right? I'm pretty sure that's all Mist does. It's kind of hard not having any descriptions for the moves, just having to memorize all of them. Again, totally understand why it's not in the game. You would have to have like an entire screen dedicated to, to each move describing what it does, but it certainly doesn't make things easy. Mankey's still alive at least. We can swap him if we need. You have to roam far to get new kinds of Pokemon. Look for other types outside of Viridian Forest. When you go into Viridian Forest, be careful, it's a natural maze. Came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. Got our antidote. Perfect. I don't remember you. Are you a fighting trainer or just a dude chilling over here? Ooh. I also just thought of how low we are on Pokeballs. I mean, I don't plan on using Butterfree, so I technically don't need to catch Caterpie. But, like, it's here and we haven't already caught it, so I think I have to give it a try, right? If we catch... The one thing I would really like to catch here is a Weedle. Out of the Pokemon that I expect to be here, at least. Just because maybe Beedrill would be fun. But honestly, with the current Mon we have, I don't know if I would take Beedrill over any of them. Caterpie, the worm Pokemon, if you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. Nice. Alright, you're not a fighter, right? Hi, do you have a Pikachu? You are, okay. That's fine, that's more money. We can buy more Pokeballs with it. Nidoran female. Do we just put our own against hers? Who wins that matchup? Well, we'd be one turn behind, so probably her. Pidgey. Just don't get poisoned. That'd be annoying. Also, as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like they really did anything to the animations in the game. Like, updated them in any way. So just to keep the battles flowing faster, if I remember, I think I'll turn off animations after this fight. Did a lot more damage to me than I expected you to do. We, of course, are doing basically nothing because of the constant growling. Until we crit, let's go. That's huge. Can you do that one more time, Pidgey, or are we going to have to use 3 more attacks? We're going to have to use, like, 2 or 3 more attacks. Okay. That's fine. We can probably do it. Oh my god, it might actually still take 2 more. It might be... it's going to be close. Oh, let's go, dude. Can't tell if that was a crit or if we just killed naturally. Nidoran male. With how low our attack is, yes, we'll change into Nidoran female. Sure. Should be immune to Poison Sting, or the poison of Poison Sting at least. But we can tackle it out. I'm doing a little bit more damage, so we should win this one. Even if it starts doing whatever status move it has. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're gonna be dumb and use Poison Sting? Bruh. We got this one in the bag. Too freaking easy. And then, okay. Animations off. Pokemon Center to heal. Because I forgot to do that once we put Vulpix in. And then Pokemart, buy as many more Pokeballs as we can get, which probably isn't many. Is it actually any? 2. Okay. I mean, whatever. We'll take what we can get, I guess. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I guess you really don't get much in the way of money from these early trainers. Oh, I forgot. Options? Animations off. There we go. That did save it, right? It's saying cancel, or print. It's saying cancel scared me. Wasn't sure if I actually did it or not. Does that old man just stay gone forever now? I thought he still chilled out there. After he forced the catching method upon us. His failed catching method. So we only have 2 balls, or are only gonna have 2 balls. I almost wonder if we should save one. Like, if we see the Weedle, we catch it, of course. For the possible Beedrill. And then just save the next one for something that we really like. Oh, hey, he's back now. You want me to show you how to catch a Pokemon again? No. Oh, I'm not good enough for you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be rude. I just don't want to see the tutorial again. I wonder if he fails every time. I kind of hope he does. And he gets a little more ashamed each time he fails. Okay, seeing our Mankey in action kind of makes me want to get rid of Mankey, I'm not gonna lie. He's outspeeding Rattata, which is at the same level, which is, you know, kind of surprising. But he also can't beat Rattata at the same level. Maybe if we hadn't got crit, he could have, but not the best showing from him. Okay, take out Pidgey. Gus to finish this off, hopefully. Go back to the Pokemon Center again, so that we can get our Mankey healed up. So that we can start getting him ready to go. And I guess just swap train him for anything above level 4. I thought for sure he'd be able to take on a Rattata. I did not think it was going to be that close of a fight. We can try and give Vulpix some action too, see how that goes. I think Vulpix will be wonderful for us. Especially in the forest up here. Ooh. Okay, let's see. We fought you, there should be... Is this just a dead end? Nope, there's an item. A Pokeball, very cool. And instantly another fight. I'm starting to wonder if these fights are kind of forced. Like whenever we pick things up and talk to people and whatnot. This has happened a couple of times now. Okay, I mean, it's level 4. Technically, I said anything above level 4. Hopefully this goes okay. If Mankey can't beat a freaking level 4 Caterpie, then my gosh, dude. Yeah, you're only doing 2. I think finally Mankey's gonna be helpful. Look at us go. Good job, Mankey. Head pats for you, I suppose. Sign. For poison, use antidote. Get it at Pokemon Marts. Okay, I mean... Kakuna. Oh, you know String Shot. Wait, do you know just String Shot and Harden, or do you also know Tackle? I think you also know Tackle. You know what? Screw it. Since we did pick up that extra Pokeball, we're going to go ahead and try and catch. Assuming we don't just... Okay, you hardened again. As long as we don't crit, you should be fine. Yeah, more than fine. Okay. Pokeball. We should have reorganized our bag since Pokeballs landed at the bottom. Got ourselves a Kakuna. Gosh, no experience when you catch Pokemon either. So much has changed over the years. Kakuna, the Cocoon Pokemon. Able to move only slightly. When endangered, it may stick out its stinger and poison its enemy. If you don't know Poison Sting, I would be very upset then. Let's get the Pokeball moved up. I wish we could just, like, insert instead of swapping. Can we... No. I was hoping, like, if we did select on cancel, it would... Like, swap plate? I don't know. Just do something. Like, I don't know. It just sucks that we can only swap things. It makes organization so much more tedious. Bag organization so much more tedious. Stay in the grass, see what other Mon there are? Yeah, I think so. Here's our Weedle, which I guess, strictly speaking, we don't need to catch now. Because we got the Kakuna. But I am tempted to. We should probably save the ball and come back to it, though. Yeah. Yeah, if we want our Beedrill, we can get our Beedrill through Kakuna. So we're not gonna worry about Weedle right now. It kind of pains me, but we have no real way of getting more Pokeballs right away, so it kind of is what it is. Trainer tips: if you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. Hello, ran out of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon with. You should carry extras. I would love to, my guy, trust me. Money's just kind of the issue right now. Hey, you have a Pokemon, come on, let's battle him. Now, doesn't the last trainer in this area have, like, his own Beedrill or something like that? If I remember correctly, it is somebody that we need to not worry about, but be at least, like, a little bit careful of. Ember, quick attack, tail whip looks good. Ember. Should be a super easy fight. Crits help. Oh, oh, you know what? Actually, okay, we'll take out this Weedle since we're already here. But Vulpix isn't really what we need to train right now. It's nice how simple it makes these fights, but Poliwag is what we want to get up to a reasonable level. We want to make sure to get you a grass move. A grass move? That would be wild. A water type move if we can. So we'll start using you as our main fighter for trainers at least. Especially since these trainers are, you know, not exactly top of the barrel. Should we maybe also just swap Poliwag out for Mankey? Just let you be top in general. At least until we get a water type move, I feel like that's not a bad idea. As much as I like to try and keep things even, getting you your water move's probably more important. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. Wait, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer? Did I misread that? Why can't Pokemon trainers jam out? What's wrong with that? Five? Is it possible to get 5 with double slap? I'm starting to feel like the max is 4. Seen 2. Pretty sure I've seen 3. Don't remember seeing a 5 though. 2 again. Nice. With it being double slap, I don't know, just like a power of 2 would make sense. But I suppose it could be anything. Oh, Bubble was at 9. I don't know why I was thinking it was a little bit higher than that. Will we change Pokemon? Yes. To... let's use Mankey. He should be good to take down a Caterpie. And then if we actually get through the forest this time around without having to go back to the Pokemon Center, we'll have Vulpix in relatively good condition to try and take on the last trainer without too many problems. Hopefully without too many problems. Scratch again. Okay, Caterpie down. You got one more. Oh, so close to the level up. Kakuna. We will not change Pokemon. Instantly with the Poison Sting. Just don't poison? Okay.
That still did a fair amount to us, though. We are gonna have to swap. Let's do Pidgey. Pidgey should be fine. You got your flying type move, your Gust. Outspeed. It's kind of wild to me that a Kakuna, literally like a cocoon Pokemon whose Pokedex says it can hardly move, outspeeds a freaking bird. But I guess we are on land. Pidgey's just like hopping around, tripping with every step. I don't know. $70. We might even be able to afford another Pokeball by the time we get through here. What are we at right now? 175, so close. Trainer tips. Contact Professor Oak via PC to get your Pokedex evaluated. A potion, always handy. Is it here? Because there is another ball around here somewhere, right? Another item to pick up, that is. I guess we could have swapped you out now, Poliwag, since you have the move we wanted. Oh well, let's see what Bubble does. Surprisingly, not a ton. Or, I mean, not that surprisingly, but, you know, considering stab and all that, I thought it would do a little bit more. Oh my god. Well, confirmed, Double Slap can at least do odd numbers. Annoying that we just needed one more little slap. Is all it would have taken, though, to get him gone. Let's swap you out with... Oh, let's get Pikachu some more. We haven't gotten Pikachu in a little while. Any combat, any experience. I didn't mean to run into a trainer. I forgot you were here, to be honest. I'm sure it's fine. Level 6 Caterpie. Pikachu should be fine. What'll Thundershock do? Honestly, not bad. Okay. Now, is Quick Attack enough to finish you off? Probably not, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Just a little sliver left. That's fine. What else you got? Metapod? Same thing. Just run it back, do it again. Thundershock. Maybe we'll use 2 Thundershocks this time. We'll be crazy. Really try and make sure we get him gone in one go, or in one go. After all you did, like, what did you even do? Sam, like, after all I did, like, he's been on some massive I mean, I guess for him, I don't know, we're, what, 10 years old or something? He could also be 10, maybe even younger than that. Going out into the forest, catching all of these wild creatures, training them up a little bit, that would feel like a pretty big quest at that age. Damn it. Just one more tile, man. I was hoping to just be able to get through it. It's fine. We're gonna skip Metapod. I would like to save the balls. It pains me every time we skip one. Like a Mon we haven't caught already, but... oh, well... First freaking step. Okay. Now, I could have swore there was another item for us to pick up in Viridian Forest. But I must be going crazy. It must just be the 2. Was it 2? I think so. I don't know. I feel like I've made that mistake before, though, at the same time. Viridian Forest hates us. Hi, Weedle. There we go. Should probably still be focusing more on Poliwag than on, like, Pikachu. Honestly. Just because every little... Ah, here it is. Okay, it was just farther down than I thought. Anyways, just because every little bit will help with the Brock fight. I meant to pick up the potion or whatever from in front of him first, but it's fine. We were going to try the fight either way. Pinsir, that's what you had. Okay. This will probably be fine. Let's throw out the double slap, see what we do. Okay. Pinsir with freaking Harden. That sucks. And Focus Energy. I bet you Focus Energy's probably been fixed. I'm sure it actually works now. I think... Mist? Okay, no. It probably... Mist probably only resets our stat changes, not all stat changes. I thought it reset all, but that appears to be incorrect. Oh, no. That was so close. Oh, we do have Quick Attack. I didn't think Vulpix had Quick Attack. Okay. Now, what's this next one going to be? Is it going to be a freaking Beedrill? Please don't be a freaking Beedrill. Okay, Vulpix straight to level 9, though. Okay, it's just a Metapod. Man, crazy that he leads with his Pinsir, you know what I mean? I would have expected him to, like, lead with Metapod and then have the Pinsir on backup. Not, not the other way around. Holy hell. I seriously thought it was going to be, like, a freaking Pinsir and then a Beedrill right after. Just full on expecting it. Alright, go back, and then, yeah, potion from in front of you. And then we can just leave here now. Sometimes you can find stuff on the ground. I'm looking for the stuff I dropped. Sorry, man, haven't seen it. No idea where it could be at. Did you lose it around here? Now, since he had a Pinsir, I'm assuming a Pinsir is some sort of rare encounter in this area. Mankey, I swear to God. I know you only have 6 health points, but it's a level 4 Weedle. You suck. Okay, we're gonna... That was rude, I'm sorry. You don't suck, Mankey. You're fine. You did nothing wrong. Let's swap out for Nidoran. Nidoran can finish him off, I suppose. I should not have used Poison Sting. It was just at the top. Oh, you know what? That actually wasn't too bad. Oh, we have Bite, though. Okay. Swap that for that. Attack or Bite? I'm assuming Bite does a little more. I can't remember move powers at all. Let alone in a ROM hack, where I'm sure they're all changed a little bit. Trainer tips. If you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. Wasn't that more or less the same trainer tip as before? You notice the bushes on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move. Many Pokemon live only in forests and caves. You need to look everywhere to get different kinds. Good to know. Goodbye. Pokemart. Pokemart? Not Pokemart. Pokecenter. That's what I meant. Yes, please. Yomimon. Hope to see you again. Pokemon centers are wonderful. They heal Pokemon completely. Even conditions like sleep, burn, poison, and others are cured. And then Pikachu should be asleep. Yeah, he is. I feel like I saw some sort of glitch with that. I don't think it was a good glitch. But I think... Oh, no, I don't really remember how it works. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with Jigglypuff putting Pikachu to sleep, maybe saving the game at that point, or I don't remember. There was something that could get the game into some terrible glitched out state that could really screw things up, or maybe it was a good thing and I just don't remember. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to try to do it. I don't want to risk, like, completely destroying it, the run, the save, but you know. Yeah. Bless me, sorry. How we doing, Professor Oak? Yeah, we'll take our Pokedex rating. 16 Pokemon seen, 12 Pokemon owned. Your rating? You're on the right track. Get a Flash HM for my aid. Which aid? Is it the one, like, all the way back in town? I don't really plan on... Oh! I think HMs are overwritable now. So we could actually use Flash for once. Now that I think about it. Pokemon learn new techniques as they grow, but some moves must be taught by the trainer. Pokemon become easier to catch when they are hurt or asleep, but it's not a sure thing. This is true. This is true. Trainer tips. You can check a Pokemon DVs in the Pokemon stats menu. Before pressing A, hold start and then press A on stats in the Pokemon menu. Yeah. We knew that. Do you know what I'm doing? No. I'm spraying Repel to keep Pokemon out of my garden. Ah, good to know. If I ever grow a garden in this universe, I'll make sure to buy plenty of Repels and blow them around. Or blow it around? Notice, these have been stealing Pokemon fossils at Mount Moon. Please call Pewter Police with any info. Did you check out the museum? No. Oh, he's gonna make us go up there now, isn't he? Shit. I forgot. It's right here. You have to pay to get in, but it's worth it. See you around. Is it worth it? Like right now worth it? How much money? Well, let's just go to the shop and then see how much money we have there. Do you remember that Clefairies came from the moon? They appeared after Moonstone fell on Mount Moon. That's a lot of moon in one sentence. Good things can happen if you raise Pokemon diligently, even the weak ones. A shady old man got me to buy this really weird fish Pokemon. It's totally weak and it costs $500. Sure, they put those two messages back to back on purpose. Yes, we'll take one more Pokeball. Escape rope maybe wouldn't have been a terrible idea. Repels are only 10 now? Don't mind if I do. No. We'll buy a couple. We won't buy that many though. We'll save some cash so we can buy more balls. Plus, we're probably going to want to fight most of the things we come across right now anyways, just so we can get levels more naturally. Pokemon's an outsider, so it's hard to handle. An outsider is a Pokemon that you get in a trade. It grows fast, but it may ignore an unskilled trainer in battle. If only we had some badges. You literally have a gym in town. A gym with the weakest of gym trainers. Just go talk to him, man. Well, like, not talk to him, I guess. Go fight him. Alright, how much does this thing cost? $50 for a child's ticket. I guess, just so we can talk to everybody in here. See if there's anything worth it right now. That's one magnificent fossil. There's not going to be anything freaking worth it in here, is there? We have a space exhibit now. Yes, you do. July 20th, 1969, the first lunar landing. Bought a color TV just to watch it. Is that when they've discovered Deoxys, or like, did that come later? Moonstone, what's so special about it? Is the moon covered in Clefairy? I want a Pikachu, it's so cute. I asked my daddy to catch me one. I'd love to get that strong-looking Pikachu off you. Too bad it looks so attached. They've been hard to find lately. I wonder if our Pikachu hated us, if he would have different dialogue. Not that we would give him up anyways, but still. Signs do nothing? Okay. Do these fossils do anything? Kabutops. Or Aerodactyl. Whatever. Jesus Christ. How'd I screw that one up? There you go. Kabutops. Oh, man. They made those, like, cool skeleton sprites, and then you never get to really do anything with them. They're just there for show. Like, I guess it would be kind of morbid for a kid's Pokemon game to just have, like, a full-on skeleton fighting for you, but still, it would have been neat if that was some kind of form of Kabuto or Kabutops and Aerodactyl. They're skeleton forms. If you have the right stuff, go take on Brock, okay. I was hoping he would maybe have some kind of new dialogue, but he does not. Let's go heal, and then we'll take on... Or did we already heal? We probably already did, right? We did. We'll take on the first trainer, at least in the gym here. See how our levels are stacking up. Decide what to do against Brock after that. Junior trainer sent out Diglett. Level 9. Okay, we're on par level-wise so far. With Bubble, it shouldn't be too bad. But we have had some bad experiences with Diglett before. Well, Dugtrio specifically, but still. We're not doing as much damage as I had hoped we would, considering super effective. I know Bubble is a weak move, but holy hell. We might honestly not be ready to go against Brock. Especially because, again, I know in Yellow Legacy, Onix has got a pretty big buff. No, let's keep going with Poliwag. That was the wrong move. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Okay, please don't kill us instantly. You're gonna kill us instantly. Yep. Well, you could only hit 2 or 3 times. You're not hitting 2 or 3 times. That's 4. Okay. There's no way this is gonna kill, right? Did we waste a potion? 3 times 4, that's 12. Potion would give us 1. We'd still die turn after, unless he uses a different move. Yep, nope, just bubble it up, see what we do. Oh, fuck, he used Poison Sting. Man, if we had poison, if we had done the thing, we would have been okay. Pidgey? Pidgey might be okay here. His Gust isn't going to do a ton, but I don't think Sandshrew will be able to hurt us that much either, right? I mean, that did a fair bit more than I thought it would, but we still have Sand Attack to try and lower his accuracy, which so far isn't helping at all. Come on, man. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. One more Sand Attack, screw it. Just lower his accuracy as much as we can. And then, yeah, I think we're gonna go down to the grass patch and grind out a couple more levels on Poliwag. And then hopefully that'll be enough. Do we need to grind out levels on anybody else before we go up against Brock? Light years isn't time, it measures distance, dummy. You're the one who said it, my guy. Poliwag is in the top slot, yeah. Yep. Okay, if we get to, what, level 13, I think is Water Gun or whatever the next water move is for Poliwag. So we can probably get up to there at least. And then give Brock a go. Because if that junior trainer had a level 9, Brock will probably be a couple levels higher than that, I would guess. So probably around 12. Boosted Onix and, what, a Geodude? I think we'll be okay. Oh, hey, this is a pretty good pairing for us, too. Bubble it up. 2 hits. Hopefully that was a crit. Probably 3 hits. Man, Bubble really is a weak freaking move, isn't it? Holy crap. Yeah, half the levels of us using a super effective move, and it still would have been like a 4 without any crits. I mean, our special is 10, our attack is 7, so we're a little above average. I'm assuming water is special, so we're a little above average with our stats there on it. I don't know what Poliwag stats are though. Poliwag might be a crappy special attacker. I guess I could have looked at that as well, but whatever. Hello!
Lele attack just redeemed.
I spit out the gum. Thank you for the hydrate, Lily. How's work going? Ugh. I was honestly getting a little thirsty anyways. I just didn't feel like spitting out the gum. So, that works. Slow and boring sounds fun. Bubble. Buble. Buble it up. Bubble really sucks. I'm so glad all we gotta do is get to 13 to get our water gun or whatever it is. Our next move. And honestly, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe like wild encounter levels have been boosted in the ROM hack, but it seems like grinding is going much quicker in Pokemon Yellow Legacy here than it was in like just normal Pokemon Pokemon Yellow whenever I've I almost said watched it, played it. Special is 17, yes, so we're not a great special attacker. That's probably our problem. Even if our DVs or whatever are decent for special. Our base must be pretty low. That sucks. But until we get our Squirtle, this is just our dude, man. This is our water dude. Squirtle's just in the next town though. It's in Cerulean. Right? I'm pretty sure Squirtle Squirtle is after. Squirtle's down in where Lieutenant Surge is, I think. I think Charmander and Bulbasaur are both in Cerulean, actually. Now that I think about it. If we come across any new Mon, we could also take them on here. Or not take them on, but like we could try and capture them. We do have a couple of extra Pokeballs. I don't expect there to be anything fancy here unless it's like a very rare encounter. But it could happen. Also, just to make things a little bit faster, real quick, let's save. At least save the game, and then wrong option, core settings. Let's turn on fast forward sound. Also turn off audio pops. I don't know what that is exactly, but whatever. And then, yeah, no, that's too much. Okay, we're not gonna do that. We'll just not fast forward. I mean, I could turn off the audio entirely, but like I mentioned earlier, it's too quiet without some kind of audio playing. Could get like some background music. Just turn on a Pokemon music playlist or something, but nah, it'll be fine. Asshole. Oh wait, we have Mist. Does Mist work on that? Is it? Yeah, that's a stat change. Accuracy is a stat change. So if we start to miss, okay, it's not gonna matter anyways. If we started missing too much from the sand attack, then I guess we could have missed, and it would have been okay. But we're fine. Okay, get ourselves to 13. Hopefully kill Brock. And then we can... Oh, don't bubble. It's sad whenever, like, our stab move is the move I don't want to use. Like, even when it's super effective, I'm not sure it's any better. It has to be a little bit. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I think it... Like, when we were fighting that Ditto, the Diglett, a little bit ago, not too long ago. I'm guessing it probably was better than that, than Double Slap would have been. But honestly, I don't think it was probably that big of a difference between what Bubble did and what Double Slap did, or would have done. Level 12. One more Poliwag. You got this, dude. Try and get there before you die. Please and thank. If you don't mind. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm gonna say Vulpix. That's good. But no, we already learned that Bubble sucks against Vulpix. So Double Slap will probably do more, especially if we can get 4. Let's go. I am tempted to Bubble now just for safety. I honestly don't know if it's going to do enough to take him out, though, but we'll try. It wasn't. God, it sucks so bad. Why is Bubble got to be so bad? I mean, I guess we're literally just spitting bubbles at a dude, you know? You wouldn't expect it to deal much damage. It'd probably be pretty... pretty tame in the pain department, but... Holy hell, dude. It's a little much. Level 6 Nidoran. Time for a Double Slap. This is our life now. Double slapping it up. Nice, okay. That's pretty good. Can we get one more? No. Game hates us. Damn, sadly, I think we are going to have to run back to the PC. Either run back to the PC or use a potion. I think I'd rather PC. Save the potions. What are the chances you use status moves instead of actually, like, poison stinging me? Or if we can just get a 4-hit crit. Let's go, dude. That's what I'm talking about, Poliwag. Alright, back to the PC. Sucks when we're so close. We just need to, like, take down 2 or 3 more. We would have been good, but... Oh, well... Hope to see you again. That's rude of you. Another Nidoran. Male this time, but... should go down all the same. So cool. Oh, is that a 5? Oh, it's not going to tell us because we took him out. But that may have been a 5. I thought Double Slap had a mass. What? A max of 5. But I just haven't seen it happen yet this time around. Maybe you're a level 8. You could be the last dude we got to take down. Which, if you want to, like, yeah, if you want to sand attack, and then if we want to hit through it. Because if we don't take any damage, we can just go straight to Brock, skip the Pokemon Center. You suck, okay? It was so close. One more hit. One more Double Slap hit. And we would have had it taken out. We could have just saved ourselves an extra trip, but... oh, well. Only cost us an extra minute or 2. Not the end of the world. We have plenty of potions if we need them. I think we're good for Brock. I am kind of tempted to run back down to Professor Oak's lab. Oh, I don't know if my controller disconnected or if I just, like, really zoned out hard there for a moment. But anyways, to see if that's where we get the flash from. Not that we need it, but it would be nice to have. And since I'm fairly certain you can overwrite HM moves now,
it's like that's not a big deal. I didn't look to see. He still only has 2 Pokemon, right? I should have looked. Alright, yeah. Bubble can swap with that. I'll still put Stab at the top just because, but we're gonna Water Gun it up. That's so much freaking better, dude. Bubble would have been like 4 or 5 probably. Onyx did still get a big buff, but I think we're gonna be fine with just some Water Gun, man. Still not 1-hit kill. Okay, we're good. Probably. We'll see how long this bind goes on. But we outspeed, so as soon as the bind ends... Come on. Thank you. Then we should be able to take him out, and that is that. But yeah, see, like, we got down to 16 out of 36. We would have been 2 or 3 levels lower. Would have taken us a million times more moves to take out that Onyx with Bubble. I think that short grind session was the right call. You've received Boulder Badge, Official Pokemon League Badge. Its bearer's Pokemon become more powerful. The technique Flash can now be used anytime. We've got 1188 for winning. All the Pokeballs we can get with that, man. Let's go. We got Bide. I hope we never have to use that. Absorbs damage, gives it back double. No. Okay, yeah. Making sure Bide is what I thought it was. It is. Go visit the gym in Cerulean and test your abilities. Will do, my guy. Let's go. Yeah, screw it. We're gonna run down to Professor Oak's lab. Who needs Mankey? Mankey needs the most. And see about Flash. We'll fight whatever we encounter on the way. We could have stopped and grabbed some Pokeballs, but I forgot. And it should be fine anyways, I think. I don't expect to run into anything crazy. We can buy, what, 5, 6 more Pokeballs? Maybe we'll finally catch that Weedle if we come across it. Maybe. God, it's so hard just to take down a Nidoran. With this Mankey, that is. Not in general. In general, it wouldn't be that bad at all, but... I don't know if our Mankey just sucks, or if, if Mankey in general is just not as good as I remember it being, but, oof. Can you at least take on a level 4 Caterpie? I don't have a whole lot of hope. Okay. We might even be able to take on 2 level 4 Caterpies, guys. Wouldn't that be amazing? 3's probably pushing it. Hey, we did come across our Weedle, though. Yeah, screw it. If we have at least 2 balls left, then I'll try and catch the Weedle. Which I think we do. Crit took it down to, like, the perfect amount. I love it. And we got poisoned. That's annoying. We have 3 balls. I was really hoping to use this opportunity to get a little bit more experience on Mankey. Weedle, the hairy bug Pokemon. Beware of the sharp stinger on its head. It hides in grass and bushes where it eats leaves. But I also don't want to waste an antidote on him. We're going to have to walk back up, so I guess we can use Mankey on the way back up. In the meantime, Nidoran is the next lowest. Start working on getting people leveled back out a little bit. Kakuna? Or Metapod. God, I'm an idiot. Okay. I think we skip the Metapod. I was tempted. We do have a couple balls. But there could be something cool in here I don't know about. And if we're going to be buying like 6,
I mean, we already killed him, but if we come across another one, do we catch or do we skip? Minky fainted. Yeah, that's fine. I think we skip for now. We can come back and catch him easily enough later. It'll be fine. We skip. Because, I mean, who knows? Maybe there's a pincer and a Mew in this forest. No, I don't know. I have no idea. That's another thing. I have no idea how to get, like, Mew. I'm positive it's available in this ROM hack, but I don't know if it's just an encounter that we find somewhere, like, you know, a Cerulean Cave or something like that, like with Mewtwo, or if it's a special mini quest line thing that we have to do to get Mew, if it's a gift for doing something. I have no idea. I'm fairly positive he's in the game to catch, but I'm not sure the way we go about actually catching him. I'm gonna let Nidoran, while we're in the forest, go up to 10 or 11 before we swap him out. Just because the immunity to Poison Sting is very nice. Not having to worry about having more Pokemon fall. Not that I guess we're that worried at this point about not having enough team members to get through here. We have our Repel if we absolutely needed it. I don't want to white out. Do you lose money just for whiting out, or is it only when you white out against a trainer? I guess I don't actually know the answer to that. But regardless, I would prefer not to white out. But yeah, I don't think there's any real risk of us doing so. And at this point, we're already through the forest, so yeah. Definitely not. We can stop at the Pokemon Center on the way past. Did we go? We went to this house. Did we go to this one? Yeah, we did. I thought it may have been after the catch tutor, which means we probably would have missed it, but no, it looks like it's before. Just before, but before. Does that put Mankey back at the top, or did I actually move Mankey? I actually moved him. Okay. Mankey. Swap. Is there like a quick swap or anything? No. Okay. That's fine. Just would have made sense since, like, they have select as a thing to swap items and moves while you're in battle and stuff like that. It would have made sense to me, at least, if select also was just a quicker way to swap Pokemon around, but maybe there's some reason they couldn't do that, or maybe he just didn't think about it. Surely you can take on a level 4 Rattata. Literally the first route of the game. I believe in you. If Mankey dies to this Rattata, I think I just, not even just box him, I think I just release him. Just let him go, man. Like, it just obviously wasn't meant to be. Thankfully, though, he did not let us down. He took on that Rattata like a boss. We are very proud of him. Ooh, another thing we can do while we're down here real quick. There's a different body of water. I don't think body of water matters for the fishing rods in Gen 1. I think it just depends the rod that you're using. Oh, apparently Mankey's weak to flying type. I don't know my type matchups that well. Anyways, I think it just depends on the rod, not on the actual body of water. But since we're here, we might as well try just casting once or twice to see if anything new pops up for us. And I guess, did we ever catch the Goldeen? Ugh. Sorry, my pants were a little too tight. Yes, we did. Okay. Do you have Peck? He might have Peck. That would be annoying. just because flying type move and us being weak to it and whatnot, but it's fine. We murdered. Easy stuff. One more? One more cast. Give us something that's not Goldeen or... I almost said Oddish. Goldeen or Poliwag, please. Nope, you did not. Okay, that's fine. I want to check Mankey's Learn set as well. I'm curious when he gets something better than Scratch. So he'll be a little less, not useless. He's definitely not useless, but a little more useful. You know what I mean? Not Pokemon. I don't know why that just feels so much more natural to me to go to the Pokemon tab. Probably because when I normally play this game, I like basically never look at the Pokedex, like the non-legacy version of the game. Scratch Leer, low kick at 9. Okay. Fury swipes at 15, not terrible. Seismic Toss at 33. Thrash and Screech. Doesn't Thrash have recoil? I feel like your moveset kind of sucks. You can learn Payday, though. That's cool. Mega Kick, Mega Punch. Body Slam's always good. Submission, Counter, Seismic Toss, Strength. Thunderbolt and Thunder. Dig's not bad. Toxic? Really? You can learn some weird stuff, man. I did not expect the Thunder moves or Toxic, of all things. Today, Pokemon's Professor Oaks recently finished a paper proving a rumor false. As thought, the rare Ghost type is super effective to Psychic types. Study Pokemon is Professor's Aid. We recently finished a paper proving a rumor false. As thought, the rare Ghost type is super effective to Psychic types. Okay, so apparently this is not where we get Flash. Interaction of Bug and Poison. Poison is strong against Bug types. It seems that Bug is no longer strong against Poison, however. So where do we get it? Where do we get Flash at? There must be an aid at the next Pokemon Center. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. Mom, can we sleep? Thank you, Mom. We'll just have to keep our eyes out for any aids laying around, I guess. Laying around? Like, what? No, for any aids standing around is what I meant. I cannot for the life of me remember where the next one is, though. Most of the aids that I remember are in, like, the little dividers between towns, the ones that have the upstairs. Like, those are the only ones I can think of. But I'm fairly certain there's none of those coming up, right? Anytime too soon? Don't believe so, at least. Oh, so close to the level up. We can go to the Pokemart here. We don't... Nope, not Center. I mean, we could also go to the Pokemon Center, but we have no use for it right now. Not really. What I want is to buy some balls. We'll buy 10, 7, 6, save a little bit of money. 6 and save a little bit just in case we like need some emergency potions or something. We could sell Bide. We're never gonna use it. Yeah, sell Bide. I think another change they made is like every TM is reobtainable in some way. Like infinitely reattainable, whether it's through purchase or whatever. I think. I could be mistaken on that. But I don't think we have to worry too much about the TMs and whatnot being a problem. Honestly, though, best thing about the ROM hack, obviously, the ability to run.
Having the running shoes is huge, man. Like, we can just zoom around here without any kind of, whatchamacallit necessary. Any kind of fast forward necessary. You can also apparently just somehow skip an entire grass worth of Pokemon. That was kind of amazing. We don't get that lucky all that often. I can't wait for you to level up, Mankey. Just so you have a move that's hopefully better than Scratch. I don't know the powers off the top of my head, but I have to assume it is. Trying to see if I can make out anything of Scooby-Doo back there in the camera, but no, can't. Not really. Low kick. Oh yeah, no, low kick has to be better. Right? Like, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say it has to be, but like, Oddish though. Okay. Definitely gonna try and catch Oddish. We're also not gonna go straight into low kick because I'm scared that could potentially kill it. I like Oddish. I don't care very much for its evolution. What, Vileplume? Vileplume is Oddish's evolution, right? Am I crazy? I might just be crazy. There we go, getting poisoned again, though. Oh, Mankey. What is it about you that attracts poison? Are we even gonna use Oddish? Oh, Oddish would have been another good one for Brock's gym if we hadn't found the rod and caught Poliwag. May be mistaken for, or Oddish, the weed Pokemon. It may be mistaken for a clump of weeds. If you try to yank it out of the ground, it shrieks horribly. So it's what, a Mandrake? Mandragora? Oh, fuck, that scared me. I don't know why. I forgot that was the thing, that we were currently poisoned. Here we go. Now we have the opportunity to do a nice little kicky kick. Please. Okay, you're resistant. Understood. Son of a bitch. Whatever. I'm done with you, Mankey. Let's go to Pidgey? Vulpix? I like Vulpix more. Although we're probably getting rid of Vulpix relatively soon. So maybe Pidgey. Pidgey's going to be on the party a bit longer, I imagine. Unless there's a better flying type that comes up soon. Yeah, let's go with Pidgey. Oh, excuse me. Ah, Gust. Gotta have something to fly around. I am tempted, because realistically, what all are we gonna give Pikachu? We're gonna give him Surf. Even though that does mean 2 Pokemon will have Surf, but like, he needs to know Surf. So that we can do the minigame whenever we get to it. So that's one. Then he's gonna have some sort of electric move, Thunder or whatever. He'll probably have Thunder Wave. For utility, just to help catch Pokemon. And then realistically, what else are we gonna have? It's like we could totally just teach him Fly as well, just for the lols. Maybe Dig? It's a ground type. Are we gonna have any ground type otherwise, though? That would be better? Anything that can get the stab bonus off of it? Not that I can instantly think of, at least. Again, we're thinking way too far in the future about this stuff. We're not even close to having Surf or... Oh, I forgot about Cut. Cut's also a required one. Man, whenever we were, or I mostly, was thinking of the required HMs earlier, how the hell did I just completely forget Cut? Cut, Surf, and Strength are all required. Fly's a good to have, Dig's a good to have. How the hell? Man, it's wild. Can't believe I just completely forgot about that one. Maybe we will get a mule of some kind.
5 useful Pokemon and a mule. Quick attack. Quick attack. We can't, like... No. There's no way. Like, remember moves from the... just from the inventory, right? That's, like, exclusively a new Pokemon thing. It has to be. It's like, yeah, sure, we can see your stats, but there's no interaction with moves here at all. Okay. Mankey fainted again. Mankey's going for the world record of most fainting spells. I don't believe either one of you are Professor's aide, right? No. No, you're not. I didn't really expect them to be, but if either one was, then that would have been cool. Just so I didn't have to wonder where the hell he's at. Oh boy. Thundershock. I'm guessing? No. Whatever. We'll figure it out soon enough. I can't help myself. I have to look. Pikachu, what is your learn set? Moves. Pikachu, Thunder Wave, Tail Whip. No. Double Team, Thunder Punch. Are electric moves physical or special in this? I mean, Thunderbolt, probably. Agility's not terrible. Thunder's probably what we'll go with. We could go with one physical, one special electric move, but probably not. You can also learn Payday, that's cool. Mega Punch, Cut, Fly, Mega Kick. Body Slam, Takedown, Double Edge, Surf, Submission, Seismic Toss, Strength. Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Thunder. Toxic as well. Can every Pokemon just learn Toxic? Rage, Mimic, Double Team, Reflect, Bide, Swift, Skull Bash, Flash, Rest, and Substitute. Holy hell, he can just learn about everything. Learn just about everything. Was Dig in that list? I actually don't know if Dig was in that list. What stat-wise, what is Pikachu? At least our Pikachu. He is a special attacker. Okay. And I'm assuming electric moves are special. So I am almost positive they didn't change moves in this ROM hack to have the split, like some moves are physical, some moves are special. I think it's still just based off the type. Since I can never remember, let's just look up real quick. Pokemon Yellow Legacy changelog. Okay. Complete list of features can be found here. Full doc. Pokemon Cursed Yellow? Wait, what? What is that? Sorry, it was on there on the Pokemon Yellow Legacy GitHub. There's a Cursed Yellow? Yellow Monster? What? Suppository. See also wiki. I don't know, whatever. That's not what I needed to see or know. I just wanted to see the changelog real quick. Oh god. There's so much here. Ask to reuse repels. HMs can be used from the overworld. HMs can be forgotten. Items can be sorted with start. That's sick. Okay, good to know. Items have descriptions. Party menu now shows stat XP and DVs. TMs are shown. TM names are shown in the menu. Level up and TM learned sets are now available. Location menu now includes gifts and fishing. Okay, that's what's new about that. Nurse Joy is faster, savings faster, running shoes are a thing. Marts now include TMs. Most TMs can now be repurchased. Apparently not all, just most. Oh, you can buy in sets of 10 now. Game Corner's been redone. I'm trying not to read any of the specifics. The Fuchsia Pokemon Center is easier to get to. Surge's puzzles better. Spinning tiles are faster. Move Reminder, Move Deleter is a thing now. Dialogue changes. That's visuals and music. Bug fixes. Battle changes. Yeah. So I don't remember what we came here to check. I'm completely blanking on it. I cannot remember for the life of me what we came here, like what I opened up the change log to check. How am I blanking that bad? Whatever, I didn't see it in the list, so I don't think, whatever it was, I don't think it matters. Anyways, I'm gonna give away my game now. This time it's Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition. This will be a Steam key for that game, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Enhanced Edition. So anybody who wants that, feel free to grab that real quick, get it thrown into Steam. First come, first serves, of course. And if nobody publicly claims it, then I will throw it up in the sub-only section of Discord sooner or later. But since we have a sorting feature now, we know. Would you like to sort items? Yes. That's amazing. And is it actually... Okay, and it seems like more or less the way that I had planned on sorting it as well. That is incredibly helpful. Thank you, game. Now, where are we? What are we doing? We healed, right? We did. We save? Let's go. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. Oh! That's what we were looking up. We were looking up to see if moves were changed so they're no longer like all water moves are special, all fire moves are physical, or whatever the case may be. I can't remember which ones are actually which. Anyways, but yeah, that's all. Yeah, I didn't see that in there anywhere, so I don't think that's the case. I don't think they changed it. I think they left it the way it is. Which fair, you know, it's just that's one thing that I think would have been really nice to have changed. But I guess then you would also need some way of seeing like what's special, what's physical. That just goes into the whole thing, the whole problem of being able to give enough info on such a small screen with such limited memory and whatnot. That would be pretty difficult to do, honestly. Pikachu gained 105 experience points. Of course he did. You got another Pidgey. Pikachu used Quick Attack. That's I'm entirely my fault, but not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do Thundershock. It's fine. Little misclicks, no biggie. Okay, the next trainer, I don't think is going to be a Pidgey guy. I want to say he's going to be like a Nidoran type of guy. Let's give Mankey another try. It's been a minute since he's had one. Oh, let's talk to you. Quit staring if you don't want to fight. Okay. My bad. Hey, I met you in Viridian Forest. I don't think you did. I think if you had met me in Viridian Forest, you would not be here right now. I guarantee you I could run straight from here to Viridian Forest and I would not see you there. Also, this is not a Nidoran type of guy. This is a Metapod kind of guy, a bug catcher. And I see we're still not very effective. Fine. Scratch it up. Nice to see that they do have moves that aren't just hardened now. I'm pretty sure how it works is they change the movesets so that, like Metapod, for instance, in the original game, its only level 1 move was hardened. So that's all it knew. But I think what they did was whatever, like, the minimum level that you catch Metapod at, let's say it's level 6, then anything Caterpie can learn from level 6 and below was set as a level 1 move in its learn set. I think that's what they did. I could be entirely wrong about that, though. But I think they fixed that issue of like, Kakunas and Metapods not knowing shit, or catching an evolved form of a Pokemon and it just having none of its decent earlier moves available to it by doing that. That would also give you the option of, with the move learner and deleter and stuff like that, of being able to get those moves that maybe you couldn't have gotten otherwise. Let's give Vulpix a try. He's pulling out Butterfree. Maybe Ember will be good. A little under-leveled, but as long as we don't get actually confused, I think we'll be fine. Hell yeah, we're good. Maybe. That's... Oh, I could have swore we were outspeeding. We must be matching a lot of people's speeds here. It's a little bit scary, but it's fine. We're good. Beat me again. Of course I did. What'd you expect? There are other kinds of Pokemon than those found in the forest. There are. You're right. There's all kinds of Pokemon in the world, little dude. Little dude, I say, as I'm also a 10-year-old child. Hey, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Yep. Dialogue at its finest, man. Rattata, as long as you don't freaking crit us, then I think we'll be okay. And you instantly crit us. First freaking move. Oh my god. Okay, thankfully we also crit. Good job, Mankey. I think that's probably the first time I've ever said that and meant it, but... You did something. I'm proud of you. You didn't die instantly. And you took him down in one hit KO. With a crit. It's good stuff. You're probably poison type yourself, right? So let's just bite. No dark type moves, of course. Not yet. So bite is just a normal attack. Useful against most things. The freaking crits. I know crits are calculated differently now than they used to be, at least I'm pretty sure they are. They were based off speed, I remember that much, with these older games. I don't think they're based off speed anymore, but I just feel like there's a lot more crits in general with these older ones. Are you storing your Pokemon on PC? Each box can hold 20 Pokemon. You'll get a call when your box is full. It's very handy. Getting the call, I mean. I still have Mankey in my front slot, don't I? That's my bad. I should have moved it. Weedle will murder us instantly. Kinda sad to say, but let's get Pidgey out there. Pidgey hasn't done anything in a second, and his Gust should do us well. I would like to see in these Pokemon games, which I think to some degree it's true at least now, but I would like to see HM moves learned naturally by Pokemon. Never really made sense to me, Fly, for instance, being something that only a trainer can teach their Pokemon to do. So every Pidgey flying around in the sky, I mean, I guess you could maybe make the argument that it's not just normal flying, right? It's flying while carrying a trainer, and they need to be taught to do that specifically. But to me, it looks like Pidgey's just flying around all the time, man. Seems like something he can just do on his own. No trainer required. Unless every Pidgey out there flying through the air was once a trainer's Pokemon. Which, if that's the case, then that's just sad. Unless, do Pokemon age? They have to, right? Is there ever, like, a case of seeing a Pokemon just old, like in the anime or whatever? Just an old, decrepit version of a Metapod? Not that I can think of, but... one, my memory's garbage. Two, I haven't seen every episode of the anime. I've seen a good bit, but not all of it. Pidgey up to 12 already. Let's go. I think that... And we got Quick Attack. That's good. I think that might warrant a run back to the Pokemon Center. I mean, Poliwag's still fine, but he's so high level already. Pikachu and Nidoran are both okay, and maybe they could take down this next trainer. But I don't remember what anybody has, and I'm pretty sure there was at least one trainer on that route that's somewhat scary. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Go for it, dude. Heal them up. If this is the faster Nurse Joy, I'm curious what the slower one is. I can't for the life of me remember. But whenever we first started playing the ROM hack, I wasn't positive that Nurse Joy was actually any faster. Also, I just realized Pikachu is a little bit glitchy sometimes. Look at that. Like, on that background. On this one, perfectly fine, right? Following behind us nice and smooth. Moving just as well as we are. Oh, wait, there was one little glitch. But then when we get here, it's just constant little glitching. Look at that. Hey! Hey, what? You got ads, but hello? Hello! You know how tempting it is just to run a 3-minute ad now to say fuck you? No, I'm joking. I won't, but, like, oh my god. I did forget to do that at the start of the stream, though. I like to do it in the beginning just to give people an ad-free experience for as long as possible. And I do kind of have to pee. So I guess I could go pee and then just, like, run one while I'm doing that or whatever. But at the same time, I also don't know how much longer I'm actually going to stream for. So, like, oh, man. I don't know. Just indecisive. But hello, sir. Class is about to use Nidoran. Will Leaf change Pokemon? Nope. We should have changed Pokemon, right? Because Low Kick, useless? Nah, not useless, but not good either. I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you have the game, my guy, and I don't know for sure if anybody else has redeemed it yet or not, but the code on stream there is for a Pathfinder game, if you don't already have it and or want it. Guess who's now on a scissor lift? Hell yeah. Do you not like running the scissor lift? Avoid fights by not letting people see you. Did we talk to this guy? Pokemon box something? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, no, we didn't. He said something different, but whatever. It's just about how to use the PC, I think we got that one covered. Let's let Pikachu... Yeah, let's let Pikachu get some time in the spotlight. Are you the scary one? Hey, you're not wearing shorts. That's true. I'm not. I don't think. I don't remember what the female sprite actually looks like in the game here. You do like the scissor lift, but they're gonna abuse it now. I mean, doesn't that just mean more time on the scissor lift? Bruh, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm struggling to see the problem here. Like, oh, good crit, Pikachu. Quick Attack should be able to take it out. That was probably his scariest Pokemon. Instantly takes us up to 11 as well. Let's freaking go. Tail Whip. No. We don't need Tail Whip. That's fine. I hate this game. Not really, but... Delete an older move to make room for Tail Whip. No. Yes, abandon. Okay. That's what I meant to do to begin with. I just suck at everything. Lost, lost, lost. Yes, you did. Always wear shorts, even in winter. That seems like it would get awfully cold. I think you should put on some pants sometimes, man. Doesn't have to be all the time, but like middle of winter, pretty good time to put on pants. You can fight my new Pokemon. Your new Pokemon? Did you just invent him yourself? How is he new? I know what he means. New to him, but that's no fun. Okay, you're not actually grass type, right? So like Thunder Shock should be fine. Oh, and you got paralyzed. It didn't matter, but still. Cool, I guess. Thunder Attack? No, Thunder Attack. What? Quick Attack? I don't think Quick Attack would do enough, honestly. Thunder Shock. Paris. Paris would have been cool. Like, for us personally, I mean, but no dice. Haven't seen one, at least not yet. Ooh, okay. Not very effective against you. Vulpix? Yeah. Vulpix a little behind on the levels. Ember should do well. Why did you use Stun Spore twice? Is that it? Is that all you know? Or did you cheat and just know we were gonna swap out? I feel like it's the second one. Although, I don't know. Maybe the AI... No, we already know the AI is still kind of dumb. There were definitely AI changes for this, for Pokemon Yellow Legacy, but I don't know how in-depth the changes were or anything. They may have been relatively simple ones. We're fully paralyzed. We've been slowed down. Vulpix is just having a bad time, man. Nothing's going particularly well for him. Her? It. I guess there's no gender yet in the game. Done like dinner. Okay. Trained Pokemon are stronger than the wild ones. That's true. I mean, no argument here. And another Mankey. Yeah, we don't want or need you. Again, sounds rude. I'm kind of sorry. A little bit. Not particularly, but a tiny bit I am. Fully paralyzed. Oh, nice crit, though. I mean, that low kick puts in work whenever it hits, man. Okay, we'll switch to our own Mankey? No. Poliwag? Poliwag, I guess. I just don't want to risk Pikachu getting knocked out. Really, I don't want any of my Mon to get knocked out, but if one of them had to, Pikachu would be my last choice. We can make him like us again so easily by just spamming potions on him, but still. Okay, you're a trainer that's gonna want to fight. But after you, I think we're in the clear until we get up to the PC. I believe. So instead of going backwards, you suck. Okay, only hit 2 times. Thunder Shock, please. Not enough. Poliwag again. Pidgey. Flying against flying. It'll probably be fine. The wild one's a little bit stronger than we are, but he only has 1/3 of his health left. So we don't need to do that much damage. Do we just quick attack? You're not gonna resist Gust or anything. I guess that's fine. Of course, he lowers our attack instantly, but that seems fine. Quick attack. Okay. Now, please tell me I remembered correctly, and we can now just go up to the Pokemon Center. With no other trainers waiting for us. There's gonna be a trainer here. Nope. Okay, there's you, but I don't think you're a fighting one anyways. I think we're good. Alright, Poke Center. Heal up. Oh. Hurt my finger. Help. Anyways, so there should be that dude that sells the Magikarp here. I don't think we're gonna use Magikarp this time around, not right away. But if we have the money for it, I guess we could buy it. We do. We have 2,100. I am tempted to just save the money, but 6 Pokeballs set in my belt. At most, you can carry 6 Pokemon. If you have too many Pokemon, you should store them in a PC. Team Rocket attacks Cerulean citizens. Team Rocket is always in the news. Hello there. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just $500. What do you say? Leaf got Magikarp. Do you want to give a nickname to it? No. Magikarp was sent to box 1. Okay. That's everything we can do in here. There's the trainer that we walked past. We can go back down to her. She's gonna have like a Clefairy or Jigglypuff or something annoying, probably, that can put us to sleep. I almost guarantee it. Ouch, I tripped over a rocky Pokemon Geodude. Geodude? What was he doing out there? Mount Moon Tunnel entrance. Is there any other people up here? There is not. There's probably hidden items I don't know of, but that's fine. Mount Moon ahead. You. Ooh, I better take a rest. Groan. That tunnel from Cerulean takes a lot out of you. Okay. I mean, sure. Now you, lady. Eek, did you touch me? No, I did not. Ugh. Last one's to fight. Just one, and yeah, okay, it's a Jigglypuff. This should be fine. The worst thing is gonna be the sleep, but if we can get you poisoned first, that would be awesome. Pound, honestly, though, did more than I thought it would. Okay, there goes the thing, but it missed. Okay, Defense Girl, that's fine. Go for it. Can we please just get... Tackle is disabled. Can we please just get the poison? At this point, I guess it's not gonna matter anyways. Yeah, like, we got it. It's done. It's basically GG's. There's the poison. And there's the thing. See, that's what I expected to happen, but I was hoping for it all to happen way earlier. Like, I was hoping we would get the poison, like, right off the bat, and then I was hoping the Jigglypuff would sing us to sleep, and then, yeah, but whatever. It wasn't a wild one. It was somebody else's. That's it. Got $210 for winning. Good, that'll help pay for the Magikarp that I just had to pay for. And sleep does carry over. Okay. I couldn't remember if sleep carried over between battles in this game or not. Because I don't think it does in the newer ones. Do any status effects actually? I don't know. They might not. Yeah, I don't know. Poison Sting? Poison Sting's fine. I'm just doing about 7. If we poisoned, we could probably take this Mankey on our own. We didn't poison, though. We don't have... What are the chances you just don't scratch us, Mankey? Damn it. Okay, we'll switch. I don't want to risk it. Mankey with a Mankey? Sure. Ow. With the crit. Again. Of course. I mean, every time, I will say, that's the one thing. Every time our Mankey gets crit, we do seem to crit right back. So, I'll give Mankey that at least. We will definitely learn double kick or whatever that's called. Yeah, get rid of the tackle. I'm pretty sure bite's just better. So we'll keep bite, learn double kick. And we're just a little bit better for it now. Nidoran, though, is not looking great, so we'll swap you out with Vulpix. Just doing a quick check to see if there's anything new in this area. It's not looking like it. So we're just going to head for the exit of the grass. We'll check real quick after that to see if there's anything cool in the little patch right before the cave. Ooh, got burned too. Nice. Not only is it chip damage, but of course that cuts their attack stat, which is huge. And apparently, that burn is going to give us one less turn. So nice. VV good. Rattata, yeah. I'm sure there's like rare encounters in some places, but it's not looking like anything in particular here for us. More or less the same stuff we've come across up to this point. Of course, Rattata's got a crit. Rattata always has to crit. Jesus Christ. I hate everything. Yes, we'll use the next Pokemon. Give me Mankey. Quick attack should not be enough unless it's a crit. It was not. There we go. GG Rattata. Damn it, man. I'm really annoyed about our Vulpix dying already. Pikachu's gonna be the most helpful thing for the next gym out of what we have. So we'll put Pikachu at the top. New Pokemon here. Anything we want to keep? There's probably an Ekans, but don't plan on keeping it. Not right now, or like using it right now. Spearow, of course, is old. I wouldn't be surprised if there's the Nidorans again. I don't know, it just seems like a rocky area and whatnot. Feels like the type of area they would hang out in. Oddish is cool. I am still tempted to take Oddish. It'd be a good one to teach Cut to in the meantime. But how do we know? Because we're gonna have Bulbasaur, I forgot. Yeah, we don't need Oddish. You don't have a grass type move yet, do you? You probably do, huh? Leech Seed, ugh. Okay. I mean, not the strongest of grass moves, but that part's annoying. And you have Poison Powder. How does Thunder Shock do against you? Not good. I mean, I didn't expect much, but I don't know. I was hoping for something. The Poison Leech Seed combo, though, that was rude. I guess Pidgey, throw you out here. I did not expect to have this much trouble with an Oddish. Or just with things in this area in general, to be honest with you. Oh, you're a bastard. That tiny sliver of health you lived on, really? Alright, whatever. Quick attack should deal with it. Okay, Jeej. Yeah, let's go up to the PC. I will check for 1 or 2 more combats, like fights down there in the tall grass. Sorry, I was looking over at OBS and I see that broadcast still isn't like cutting out all noise from the background. I just don't understand, man. Like it'll be really good and then it just doesn't. I know at least last stream y'all said that you couldn't hear it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But like it annoys me, you know what I mean? Because it should just cut it all out. And then like you can fix it usually just by like a snap or something, just a sharp sound like that, and then it usually gets its act together. But I don't know, it must be like the noise I have here or something must just be close enough to voices, to talking, that it's still able to pick it up or something. I don't know. Got a crit when we didn't need it. Feel like it's Pokemon's favorite thing to do to us. Give us the useless crits. Thunder Shock. Ow. Another one. Just get rid of Rattata quick. Thank you, game. And yeah, we're just gone. Oh, did not mean to run into that wall. Okay, Pokemon Center. Heal up, and then head in to the cave. I don't think there's anything left over here for us at this point, really. Like, realistically. Not that I can think of. Okay. Pokemon, Pikachu, probably don't want you in first slot. Although, if we come across like a Zubat or something, it would be fine. Or Clefairy, that'd be fine. Yeah, screw it. You can stay in first slot. First thing we run into, Geodude. Oh wait, there's a trainer. Yep. Geodude. Should have known, man. Should have known. Like, it's not really even a surprise, is it? Poliwag with Bubble? Probably not a bad one. That'd probably work just fine, I think. Defense Curl. Water Gun Special, I think? Or no, Bubble. Bubble, I think, is special. Oh, that worked, like, perfectly, actually. And you're just spamming Defense Curl. I love it. Okay, Pokeball. Please catch. You'll fit like perfectly in it. You're basically a ball. You're going in a ball. It just makes sense, man. Just like tuck your arms in, you can just squeeze right on in there. Geodude, the rock Pokemon, commonly found near mountain trails, etc. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. I'd probably get angry too if I was just chilling somewhere, taking a nap or something, and someone stepped on me, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be a great experience, that's all. Hey, Sandshrew, okay. Sandshrew's cool. I mean, Poliwag instantly is like the best thing to use again, but no. We need to... Well, if we're gonna try and catch, then I guess it doesn't really matter. We're trying not to get too much more experience on Poliwag, but no catching for experience in this game. No catching for experience? No experience for catching in this game, so that's fine. Poison Sting. Fuck. Okay. I mean, it's fine. How did we miss? Really? So not only is Bubble weak as shit, but it also has a small chance of missing. It's not like we've been hit by Sand Attack or anything. He used Poison Sting on us the first round there. Okay, he used Sand Attack that time. Maybe... I don't know, maybe he did use a Sand Attack at some point and I'm just stupid or forgot or whatever. I guess that's possible. Alright, Sandshrew was caught. New Pokedex entry will be added. Sandshrew, the mouse Pokemon. Its body is dry. When it gets cold at night, its hide is said to become coated with a fine dew. It's kind of cute. Although kind of sad, just thinking of like a cold Sandshrew. I don't know. Water gun. We know water gun already, right? That's what you have. Yeah, okay. So we don't need it right now, but could be useful. And just out of curiosity, I don't plan on using it at all, but can anything other than, you know, what I would expect be able to learn it? No, just Poliwag. Okay. So I didn't really plan on giving it to anybody else anyways, but would have just been funny if, I don't know, Pikachu could have learned it or something. Okay, a Zubat. Pikachu could probably deal with this one. I am worried Thundershock would kill, so we'll quick attack. Okay, a little less than maybe I was hoping for. Thunder Wave I don't think is going to be necessary. Should still be like early enough where... Turn it down a little bit. There we go. I was peeking. That's, so whenever I have it, like... Oh, maybe not. It's supposed to, like, change colors whenever I peek. Oh, you know what? I have, like, a software thing on, or... Up all the way. No. Okay. It's not doing it. Whatever. I'm just curious. When I have it turned up louder like that, how's the quality? Does it like degrade? Oh, there you go. Now it's turning purple. Oh, that's just in its cycle. Compared to having it like turned down relatively low. How does that sound? I'm listening to myself. That's what. Not like actually asking anybody. I'm just, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess it sounds more or less the same. So I can probably just leave it turned up a bit and then not have to talk as loudly. No, actually, you know what? It sounds a little bit better when it's turned down some, I feel like. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Whatever. I'm being dumb. All right. Item. Pokeball. I do need to turn down this here, though. Because that was just too loud, hearing my own echo constantly. Like, a decent volume is just too much. I can block it out if it's light in the background, but when it's, like, clear as day, it's too much. Zubat, the bat Pokemon. Who would have guessed? Emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its way. Do you want to give a nickname to Zubat? Nope. I do not. Also, just want to double check. I haven't forgotten. We haven't gotten a Bellsprout. We haven't gotten a Meowth. Those are the only two. Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Haven't forgotten yet. Yet being the keyword. I'm sure we will. Really gonna try not to. I wonder if there's... Yeah, there was a nickname person in, like, the regular game, right? I'm pretty sure. I think it's in, Lavender Town? That sounds right. Why does this say my microphone's muted? Unmute microphone? That didn't change anything. I don't know, whatever. According to Razor, my mic's been muted this whole time, but obviously not. Weird. What does that do if I turn that off? Oh. So that, like, automatically is turning my voice up and down. I actually kind of don't know if I like that. How does it sound now? If I just, like, turn it up on its own. What if I just max it out now without, like, the auto advanced gain BS being on? Yeah, I think I like it better on because then it's just picking up less of the background noise and stuff of the room, actually. Yeah, that's probably better. Anyways, okay, now we're actually done messing with it now. Back to the game. We got our heal. Let's go back into Mount Moon. See if we can't deal with just a couple more dudes. Hopefully. By dudes, I meant like actual trainers. No, oh, never mind. I take it back. Clefairy. Clefairy's pretty cool. I do like me a good Clefairy. We will try and capture you, of course. Thundershock. That did not do much. Not that I would expect it to do a ton, but a little bit more than that would have been nice. Just enough to, like, get you somewhere useful, you know? Quick attack. I'm a little bit worried about killing it. That did not do very much. Okay, you know what? Thunder Wave. And then we'll throw the ball. Pokeball. We do only have 4. We are pretty low on Pokeballs again. Sadly, I think that's going to be a pretty constant problem that we have. Clefairy the fairy Pokemon, adored for their cute looks and playfulness. They are thought to be rare, as they do not appear often. I mean, isn't that kinda what rare means? I mean, maybe not like verbatim, but essentially just something that can't be found often is rare, right? Suspicious men are in the cave. What about you? I'm not a man.
I don't know what to tell you. Can't be a suspicious man when I'm not a man. Oh, Weedle. Not a very good matchup for Pikachu. Thundershock should be fine anyways, honestly. It's a freaking Weedle, man. Like, it'll be fine. Just please don't get poisoned. Okay, we got critted, but we didn't get poisoned. We'll take it. That's fine. Ah, Beedrill. But Beedrill, it gains the flying type, right? I guess not. Well, if you're just gonna use Harden, then I guess it doesn't really matter anyways. Or String Shot, whatever. That's fine. You can Harden and String Shot all you want, my guy. That just makes it easier to take you down. Thank you very much. Pikachu grew to level 13. Bug catcher down. You got me. I sure did. I saw them. I'm sure they're from Team Rocket. Ugh, not Team Rocket. Not again. Poliwag, Pidgey, Mankey, Vulpix. I don't know. Let's give Vulpix a go. Not the best area for it, but I feel like this girl has a Clefairy. So Vulpix will probably do okay against Clefairy. But I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. I feel like it will, at least. Lass wants to fight. Lass and out Clefairy. Okay, there's a bit more of a level gap than I thought there would be, though. If we could burn, that would be very helpful. It's not gonna happen, is it? Not gonna get that lucky. Oh, we did! Oh, but then it instantly goes for double slap. That's bad. Okay, only 2 times. Getting hurt by the burn. There's a chance. And she went for Growl. Bro, let's go. Ember it up. Vulpix, you're the GOAT, man. That's honestly, I did not... After the first, like, hit we took and hit we gave out, I did not think that was going to go in our favor. But hell yeah. I heard there are some very rare fossils here. I've heard the same, actually. I've heard they're being stolen by Team Rocket, though. That they're kind of, like, going after them. Okay. I need to use the bathroom. We could continue going through the cave here, but I feel like that's probably a pretty good spot to stop, especially considering that I need to go use the restroom. So I think we're gonna go back to the Pokemon Center first, of course. And then from here, we will save and call it there. But honestly, I feel like not bad for progress. I mean, mostly we're just trying to get through the game. And obviously we're not doing it like super quick or anything like that. But still, you know, all things considered. We are 20 out of 151. That's something, man. Yeah, we haven't had any evolutions yet or anything, so that's not like the wrong number or anything even. So I don't know. I feel like that's all right. Let's go ahead and make sure we save. And then I really wish I could remember. Is it? Hold on, real quick. Core settings. Nope, wrong button. Controls. Remap all. And maybe there's not. Load cartridge. Load Super Game Boy border. Palette. BIOS. Oh, that's cool. This core has a built-in Super Game Boy mode. Custom palette, rumble, fast forward. Yeah, I don't know, maybe this core just doesn't have save states. I just like doing save states as well. Just in case, you know, like if something happens to the save or something, then we also have the save state. So like I like having that option, but apparently this core doesn't have it, or I can't remember how to do it. I'm not sure which. But anyways, I don't know.
have a good night, guys. Thank you for coming out. I do appreciate you all. And I'll see you next time, whenever that is. And yeah, be kind to each other, y'all. Bye.
Just makes more sense doing it that way, you know? So yeah, I don't know. Regardless though, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII tonight. I'm excited for it. Hold on, we got more river. We can do river things.